He gets to intro it.
Oh, do I?
We are live.
Yay.
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 Everyone sounds so excited today.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, welcome everybody. This is Infinite Possibilities. It's my turn to DM, and DM I will. Today we are joined by Jordan. True
How's it going,
Friends Gaming,
everybody? Howdy.
Kyle from Chibi Kai Plays,
And True Friends Gaming.
and True Friends Gaming. Kevin from True Friends Gaming,
What's up?
and Scott from Scott Dog Gaming.
Hello.
Kalathra will be joining us as well for here and there in the game, so that should be fun. Today, it's kind of like a laid-back session. We are doing character creation, things like that, a little bit of world building, you know, nice things like that. Where's everybody at with their characters? I do have some character sheets.
I have not started anything because I wanted to have the whole session be me making my character.
Exactly what
'Cause
we're gonna
I
do.
thought that was the point, yeah.
We're gonna team build his character, all right? So everybody roll
That
some
and
dice.
Kevin's.
Well, that's what Caesar was. Remember, I had everybody come up with even a letter, and then
Yeah.
I put it
Yeah, you did.
I like that.
Caesar up Balfar, and it worked so well.
It did, yeah. So Jordan and Kevin need to make characers.
Yeah.
I
I
believe-
already kind of got started on one, but I don't mind making a new one, actually.
Oh, look at me, I'm
Yeah.
Kevin. I try hard.
Well, I didn't get the
Basically-
memo we weren't supposed to make one.
Basically, Jordan, you get the dice that we discarded for your character.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we have an entire session of Jordan making a character.
Yes.
We're all ready to go. You'll have to make it on
Yeah.
the fly, mate.
Yeah, right? All right. So it
You're the
starts
first.
in
You're the first NPC we come across.
I'm gonna play as a lich.
Nice.
I just opened
Alright.
the monster manual and slid down. I'll be a manticore.
Manticore.
Never mind, no, I won't, because he'll sing that every time.
Probably will.
If he
And
buys you flowers and chocolates, it's a romantic. Right, let's move on.
I'll be a Will-O-Wisp because it sounds like I'm Will Smith's daughter.
Sure.
Thanks
Get
for the
bonus
sweet drum
points
sound.
for that.
What, for
started
looking
out
like
with-
Will,
I started out
looking
with
like Will
inspiration.
Smith's daughter.
Yeah.
Willow Smith. Willow.
I just, while she spins her hair around, I'm just gonna tie like a brick to the end and kill everything. As I
Throw her in the river.
As,
No,
as your whip.
no.
that too.
Oh, right, sorry.
That's,
Yeah.
that's my weapon.
Yes, Jordan's weapon of choice is a whip. That's her. That's his hair.
It's a whip of hair back and forth.
Damn.
Yeah, whips his hair back and forth.
But I mean, I guess you could also throw her in a river with a cinder block.
Sorry, I thought that's where you were heading. My mistake.
No, apparently that's where she's heading.
Watch the little
Yeah.
bubbles bubble up. All right, so Infinite Possibilities. It takes place in a fairly large town, the town called Hawkville. It grew up around a university. It started small, probably 500-600 years ago, as a place to kind of teach the youth of how to like grow crops and things like that, and it slowly expanded from there. And as the college grew, so did the town. It's a fairly peaceful town. Everyone seems to get together. It's a place of learning and knowledge. It's also kind of it's a college town, so there's a little partying here and there around the place, but mainly it's pretty safe. We are starting our story in a nice place called the Hog's Face Tavern.
What a nice place.
Right? No, it's actually a really nice
Yeah.
place. Very well kept, reasonable prices, a little bit on the pricier side, but not gonna break you. It's the type of place you can go once a week or so, you know, have a good time with your friends. It's
Sorry,
a
singing the intro to Cheers.
He might be.
yes. Everybody knows your name.
You're making your way in the world
Yeah.
today. Take everything.
It does take everything you've got. Why don't we go? So we have two people with characters already. Kyle, you want to tell us about your character? Or what you want people to know about your character, I should say?
I'm Vagina McPitchfork.
I mean, I would rather.
Damn it, I'm gonna have to change my name. Hold on.
Penile implant.
Yeah, I think we should finish our characters
Hold on,
first,
I'm gonna
and
have to
then
change
they'll-
my class. Hold on.
Yeah, and then explain characters. I think that would be a lot better
What was that?
Your race.
if we have Jordan and Kevin finish up their characters, and then me and
Okay.
Scott introduce ours.
Oh, okay.
I have to completely start mine, so I figured at least have something to be going on while I'm.
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of what I was going for.
I can tell you about my character if it helps.
Yeah, go for it.
My character is Professor
Xavier.
Soren Hayazakite. I'm a professor at the university. I'm trying to teach the kids about wild magic.
You're a sorcerer.
And its powers, the benefits of wild magic, and how if we can harness that power, we can change Arcana forever. But also its downside and some of the situations I've been in whilst wielding the wild magic chain of sorcery, and the just trying to lead them in the right direction to make sure that power is used for good and it's under control.
I'm going to be the female student that's been trying to seduce Professor Soren Isaac.
That's all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
I'm
going to play 17 characters because it's an all-girl university.
I mean, that is fair. His charisma is 25. So
Jesse told you his campaign's a visual novel, right?
Yes. Yeah. So everybody go to Steam and download.
Doki Doki.
Yeah. Oh god.
I am a half elf. If that helps.
I was looking at half elf.
I wear a tweed suit with leather elbow pads. I'm relatively attractive. For a professor, I'm getting on a little bit.
There's a visual novel element coming in.
Yes.
I
Date Your Professor Simulator 2018.
I like to keep my
wiener,
my business to myself, but as a professor, people are welcome to come and tell me their problems, and I'll try and solve them.
Yeah, they are.
Now, I have only been at the university for a couple of weeks.
Professor, is there any way I can bring this F up to an A?
Not for you, sunshine.
Any way at all?
I just can't live with these 2 Ds you gave me.
Is there any way I can give you a B to change it to an A?
That's a detention for you.
Wow. You're going to have to stay after class for that.
What's that? I'm going to the D.
Does the detention involve some spanking?
No.
See, I was born to be the college girl trying to seduce my male teacher from all of the sweet pornos with a storyline.
You're not talking about D&D anymore, though, are you?
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I wasn't aware that I was getting myself.
Isn't that why?
Fiction today.
I warned you a little bit, Kevin.
Isn't that why you guys watch porn? It's for the story, and I watch it for the articles.
Yeah, totally.
I need resolution for my conflict.
Yeah.
Porn.
I need to know why they're fighting.
And who wins, more importantly.
Oh, so many pins going on.
Anyways.
Yeah. Not the boring stuff. It's like watching the boring part of MMA where they're just laying there and nothing happens.
There is a lot of hugging in MMA at times.
Yeah, I know there is. Where they just
but what is quite brutal, they do end up hugging quite a lot.
Yeah. Grinding along each other, and I need a couple minutes.
I was gonna say it looks similar at times, but man, Jesse really got into it.
a
So
little bit.
Yeah.
So in Kyle's session,
Mm-hmm.
I was magic, and Scott, I used blade, or well, technically a battle axe, but I was a fighter type paladin with a little bit of healing stuff. So with Jesse's, I think I'm going bowish type. Like,
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go some type of ranged combat. As
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be my focus for my character. So I might. An elf almost feels boring. I almost think it would be fun to go goblin, but it'd be like,
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would work really well for the teacher, but at the same time,
all I know is once you go goblin, you don't go back, or at least that's what I've heard.
You made a female goblin?
Yeah, of course.
Who's trying to seduce Scott?
Maybe I'll be a hobgoblin.
Nice.
Oh, you'll hob all right. Hob on his knob.
What the fuck?
I mean, I kind of set the joke up. You didn't need to explain the whole.
Oh no, I did. I had to. You don't understand, Jordan. I had to.
In that case, I'll be a deep gnome.
Is there anything else anyone else wants to know about my character while we're here?
Yeah, question time for Soren.
You at the back of the class.
It's just like regular class. where
Why'd you put me back here,
Anyone?
Professor?
Anyone?
Because you're really ugly.
I tried to sit in the front where I'd always have to lean.
Yeah, but
forward.
you're minging and you wear those short dresses.
Professor,
And you
is
haven't
your life
changed your
description
legs
gonna be
ever,
on the
so.
test?
It will be on the test. The test is just his biography.
It's an oral exam.
I always do really good at those.
You lot are disgusting.
If you need me to be.
I have a bedroll, if that helps. And a
That
tinder
does.
box.
Yeah.
But I'm sensing with you, I won't need it.
The bedroll built for 2.
Oh. Damn.
So,
I've got some interesting little spells.
okay.
Okay.
There's a couple good ones there.
Remove pants.
I got special dispensation from the DM for my magic.
I did allow some homebrew.
Oh God.
Small amount of homebrew.
Well, I mean,
Jesse-
they're all homebrew, but you know.
Jesse is one of those people that'll just say yes regardless. So you could be like, "Can I have shoot nuke?" And you'd be like,
No.
Yeah, go ahead. That's cool."
No, I was on the fence for a couple things, but we
You.
ironed it out. Oh.
I spread my cheeks on the fence a couple times, but
Oh,
I'm
you
glad we
have
talked
to.
about it.
If you don't spread them, then you get the chafing and yeah. All right. So, are you really going with a female character?
No, but I am going to go with somebody that uses a bow.
Can it
Okay.
just be
Fair
like
enough.
a dude character that's like pretends to be female to get with the professor?
How's it going, Professor?
Jordan, why not be a lizard folk?
It does seem to be Scott's
Yeah.
type. I mean,
You,
uh,
you do get a
You
bite
wanna start
attack.
out with a disguise kit, right?
It's the tongue that does it for me. That's the thing.
Purposely
Good.
hide behind the mic.
either side of the yeah. All right. Kevin, any thoughts on your characters? Are you going with what you originally thought, or
I mean, because I haven't played many games. I only played the
That's-
one with Jordan or
Yo.
TFG. Like,
What
back
was
in
your
the
what was your character in that one, Kevin?
day. I was a monk, but I never got. I think we leveled up like once. when I
No,
played
no.
it.
You got in all
Yeah.
the sessions you played, you got up to level 4, and
That's
now
right. That's right. I think I
your
was, like,
character
the
is going to
av-
be
I think
level
the
5 once we
avatar.
start Tremarian back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically made your character to be like the last Airbender.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
This one I just kind of like, based on like what I've heard about like playing this character or like class, and just like it seems like it'd be a fun class to do. It's a classic like class.
Is it a bard?
No, it's a rogue.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
rogues
I made
are
a human
fun?
rogue. I made a really boring character. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you an elf rogue? No, you're a halfling rogue, aren't
I'm
you?
a human rogue.
Oh my god, my halfling rogue. That was evil.
And basically like so his background, like he's a criminal kind of, but he's a spy. So basically he got captured
There we
one
go.
day.
By bad guys.
By bad guys.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really sure what like the whole lore of the backstory of the place we're in, so I didn't really specify.
It's like, how do I make it in college?
Yeah.
So basically, like, so I got captured by basically a rival kingdom.
He,
the rival
he
school.
stole the university's playbook
So
for
think,
the
think
American
like,
football
think like
team.
Soviet
Yeah.
Union.
Minotaurs
States.
rule.
It's kind of like a Manchurian candidate kind of thing going
Oh, so it'd be
on.
Minotaurs. There we go.
So basically gets captured by rival kingdom, and he decides that kingdom is a better place, so he starts fighting for that kingdom. So then he becomes a spy, and he kind of does like a double agent kind of thing.
Okay. So you're a mole
So-
for the most.
But that was back in the day. Now he's just kind of a guy who has all these
There is a
skill
man.
sets.
You're a
and he-
retired super spy.
It's summer.
It's what it sounds like.
Meet Jack
is.
Smith.
I
He's
just
a
saw that-
guy.
okay, to be honest, I just saw a spy background and I was like, I gotta go for that.
What happens when James Bond finally retires?
So basically,
He's
there
just
was-
a guy.
So basically, just as far as you guys need to know, there was an event that happened while he was on duty as a spy for this kingdom.
He met this hot
uh,
professor.
And now he's a eunuch.
So basically, that's why that's the reason he quit. So now he's just kind of on the lookout for.
Did
a
he
big
catch
adventure.
syphilis?
No.
Okay.
So now he's kind of just on this big, looking for a big adventure, just to kind of like forget about and to try to atone for his sins or whatever, you know.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Should fit right in from what I'm seeing so far.
To the professor.
Although I
Yeah.
must say,
He's trying to get in the professor's pants.
from the looks of things, we
I
do
got
have a lack
back
of
attack.
heals. which
You mean
is
like every one of our
interesting.
sessions?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
pretty
So
much.
we're right par for the course.
Yep. I think
I made my character first so I could avoid the guilt of you should be a healer.
And I told you guys last time that I want to go archery.
Yep.
I guess that's on me then.
So what's your
No,
focus
it's
then,
actually
Kyle?
technically Kala's not here, so technically it's on
And
Kala.
we all know that Carla likes healing.
She
Yeah.
loves it.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
always
Favorite
takes it
thing to
upon
do.
herself to be a healer,
So Kala, if you're out there watching,
which you should be, even if you are
Yep.
sick.
yeah. So there.
Yeah, you can possibly still be watching.
So what do you think you're gonna be,
I
Kyle?
don't think she's that sick.
I don't know.
At least focus.
Kyle is
So-
playing his cards very close to his chest,
Yeah, right.
making
So
me
my
suspicious.
character was in his past life he was kind of like a human soldier, decent ranking, was in a massive battle
Oh.
where he got trapped in a wall of flames that slowly crept in on him, and he realized he couldn't escape, so he kind of let the flames take him, and he saw
When he came out, he had baby dragons.
a woman's face in the flames, and she resurrected him to be a fire genasi.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he has
So you're like a half genie.
something like that. So he has no memories of his past life, except for
So the rest of this session, you're going to play as Robin Williams.
no, except for like skills in fighting and stuff. So like muscle reflex stuff stayed, but like his old name, he has no idea. He got a new name, Ukila Hara.
I'm gonna
And-
have so much trouble saying that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say say
Ukili what?
Say
Ukila
Uki.
hat.
Yeah, Uki
Uki.
for short.
I can do that.
Yep.
Uki I can do.
Yeah.
I noticed you had no trouble with my character's surname.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said my character's name.
Do you know what
You
it is?
I did?
No,
No,
you
he-
didn't say it.
he-
Yeah,
You know
you
what it
never
is,
said
I
it, Kevin.
It's okay. So
Oh,
try to
no.
make it, I try to make it like kind of as flamboyant as possible. So
Blows
I
a
picked,
man.
I picked Apollo Solaris.
Apollo Solaris.
I like it.
Kind of like a light
Nice.
theme going on.
I
Yeah.
like it.
I mean, yeah, Apollo flew the sun chariot. So yeah, I'd say a little bit light.
I thought you were going to say I'm
Yeah.
trying to make it as flamboyant as possible, and it's
Or like a
sparkly
sun,
sparklers.
it's more-
His name's Glitter Pants.
Sparkly McGlitter pants. I
My
like
name
it.
is-
I'm actually gonna use that.
I'm
In
sure
real
you are,
life.
Jesse.
Yeah, I went to the DMV today. I'm gonna go back and officially change my name. Change
You're not
Autumn's
even
name
lying, I just
to
don't wanna
But
do
you're not
that, you
even
know?
Scottish. It will never work.
change Autumn's
Yep.
last name to McGlitter Pants. Autumn McGlitter
Can we
Pants.
just
I like
move
it.
The names to our usernames.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't want to be player 2 in real life. God.
So I decided on my race and class.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna be a ranger, obviously. Like I said, I just kind of figured that's what it's gonna be. Race wise, I'm gonna be a Tabazi.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
It,
That's like a Kashyyyk from
Skyrim.
Skyrim. Yeah, the cat people.
Yeah.
cat person.
Yep.
I thought they didn't like being called that.
Well,
They
that's 'cause
don't.
You didn't know what they are, but I figured that would be the one that Scott would be
Well, I knew
into.
the thing from the
'cause-
Skyrim. I knew a thing from Skyrim.
He said what he was into, and I was like, "Oh, cats, perfect. That's what he wanted. That's what he meant."
Yep.
Oh, shut up.
He just got it.
No, I'm with you. I
Okay.
like the whole fact that Scott Dog Gaming would be into cats. It's
Yeah.
just amazing.
And just the double name for what else you can call a cat, but that too.
Yeah.
What a
Taking
pussy.
it literally.
I just said
Pussycat.
I was a professor. Why have I got this horrible reputation of being like a...
My character's name will be Josie. I'm Josie and the Pussycats.
Why have I got this horrible reputation that I'm
So
turning
you're gonna
into
be
some
female?
kind
No, I'm just a dude named Josie.
Maybe you're on like a work experience trip.
Scott, is that a panda?
No, it's
Oh, no, it's
No,
Stay
that's
Puft.
a Stay Puft Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I didn't
his,
see it when he first held it up. When he just showed the face and just the face,
When
it
I,
looked like a
when I
panda.
went to New York,
That's when his souvenir.
yeah, I needed a souvenir, and that was the one thing that made me think of New York the most.
Makes
Because
sense.
everybody looked like that.
As someone who lives in New York, I can attest.
I mean,
to
they
that.
were all white, pasty, and dressed like sailors.
And 3,000 pounds.
I don't know if they were that expensive.
I
The
get it.
opposite thing.
Yeah, he did. I say
Yeah.
he did the opposite of the thing.
Yep.
I appreciated it more than I probably should have. I got a legit
I-
laugh out of it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I
Love
like the fact that everyone's got like these backstories. Like I was in a war and I saw a face as I was reincarnated as a half genie, and I'm like, I'm a professor.
it.
I have leather pads on my elbows.
Maybe
That's my whole
maybe this trip-
backstory.
Maybe this trip is your origin story.
That's
There you go.
true. There you go.
Possibly.
Kevin thinking big.
yeah.
This is the part of our Marvel universe.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a
Yeah, well,
superhero.
Scott,
I
your
like
character
it.
can teach me stuff.
Ha!
Maybe that's how you all meet. Is you're all in his class. No. and we're
It
gonna
really is a
spend
visual novel.
we're gonna spend like 3 or 4 different weeks just in his classroom learning stuff.
Do we have to,
No roles.
We have to level
Gotta
up
learn
our
it.
social links while we're at it.
So then that means I'll be in detention a lot.
I
Yeah.
will be.
I think all of us are gonna be in detention.
My character has a short temper, and my class is called a mystic.
Would
I
you
went-
call it a fiery temper?
A bit.
Spicy temper.
And so the class of mystic I went with was the soul knife. So I can make long daggers come out of my hand, both of my hands. So kind of like
yeah.
picture Wolverine, but if like the claws were joined together and just like a massive blade came out.
So like Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hmm.
Do you have the stupid haircut as well as Wolverine? Or
I'm
No.
glad I let this part not to stick the
Yeah.
sideburn because it's like, uh-oh.
Whoa.
No, not
Well,
really.
he is
but-
made out of fire, right? You're made out of fire, basically.
Yeah, Wolverine's
No,
of course
my,
made of fire.
My skin is like an ashen gray mixed with a bit of red.
That's a good word.
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I say I like the description Kyle gave. That was like kind of
sorry, was that
character.
was that a bitter red or a bit of red?
Bit of red
Okay,
in there.
I was trying to envisage a bitter red.
So is it
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google it.
red on the borderline of or red as in
I bet a beard pops up. Got me.
Yeah, and then my hair is, it starts in the front as a dark orange, and then to the tips it goes to red.
Oh man, he's Android
Yeah.
16.
And when I get really mad, you can kind of hear like the tips start to like crackle a bit.
That's dope.
What crackles?
Wait,
My
does
hair.
your hair burn? So like, do you just
Oh,
go
the
by end of it,
tips.
Yeah, the
He's
tips.
like Junkrat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Well, you will, Kevin. It's in your blood.
Yeah. Come
I was
on.
aware that had rats in the blood.
No, because it's
No,
it's
it's
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we also need to get you to start playing StarCraft for no reason.
Yes.
You got me to play the
Is-
first.
SMG StarCraft. Pro.
Actually, yeah, I've had you play StarCraft with me. Never mind.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
play StarCraft.
Yeah.
For no reason.
I was a fan of the Terror. Or no, the not
Zerg,
the
wasn't it?
Zergs,
Zerg.
Oh, Protoss.
Protoss. I was a fan of them.
Yeah, they're good.
I don't
Nice.
know enough about StarCraft to comment one way or another.
Wow, what a
Oh
nerd.
no, I didn't either. Jordan destroyed me like all the times he played.
I'm not surprised.
He did that in Call of Duty. Command and
You're the one that
Conquer.
challenged me in Call of Duty. I hadn't played it in like 8 years. You're like, what's 1v1 in a Call of Duty?
God damn Call of Duty.
That was Modern Warfare 2, so it was like
I do have to give it up to them, because I got World War II, and I have to give it up to them. The zombies mode is pretty decent.
I heard it's actually not like bad. It's like a little.
I would
different.
assume it's the exact same game as every Nazi zombies ever.
Same.
I mean, I don't really play it
I heard
much.
that the multiplayer is like a lot slower paced though.
Mm.
Well, it kind of has to be because the guns don't fire as quick,
Yeah.
yeah.
and everyone's running in mud.
Oh, right, the Tabazis and Volos, right.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just play the original COD games then?
Right? Why don't they just remaster those?
I don't know, because the first two COD games were really good. Then they
Certainly, why they don't just remaster World at War and be done with it? Because let's
Yeah,
be honest, that was the best one for a
World
long
at War
time.
was good.
Yeah.
I was a fan. Actually, I was a fan of the Medal of Honor games. Those are fun too.
Yeah, well, the original one, the very first Medal of Honor, made by the people that made the original Call of Duties, and
Yeah.
the first two Modern Warfares, and they lost the rights to it, so then they made Call of Duty. Then they lost the rights to that, so now they've got Respawn Studios where they made what's the Titan game?
Titanfall.
Titanfall.
So I'm sure they'll lose the rights to that and make something new.
Yeah, probably.
They have really bad luck at losing the rights to everything they make.
Yep.
Still, all their games they make generally turn out really successful, so they're on to something.
Yeah.
True.
They got a winning formula.
They have women.
That's how they win. The gamers are like, women?
I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
don't have dyslexia, but like sometimes that'll happen. So I'm like,
You
maybe I can
totally
win.
have dyslexia.
Yeah,
I don't think I
dyslexic.
have dyslexia.
Well, I don't have a problem reading. It's just sometimes like when I'm speaking, like it'll get my.
You know what? Dyslexics of the world untie, right?
I have
Oh,
ADD.
dear.
That's probably causing me to do that. My mind's too fast for my mouth.
I'm glad that your mouth was able to catch up with that one. Much too fast for my mouth.
Now, that's right. We're on Twitch. Need to be PG.
Is your
Mouth.
mind too fast or is your mouth slow?
Yeah.
Could be a combination of both.
Fast mind in the street, but slow mouth in the sheet.
I think it'd be better the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Depends if you're with an OAP or not. That's a,
OAP?
that's a pensioner.
A what?
Pensioner.
Like a retiree?
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you were going to start singing OAP, yeah, you know me.
Almost. I just didn't know what it was. I got confused. So, nothing new there.
Yeah, one's got
How's the character coming, Jordan?
And everybody else, mine's coming pretty
And
alright.
everyone
though.
else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had to remember which book the character was in. It's Volo's Guide for the Tabazi.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that old classic. Yeah.
it's technically the newest in the series, but yeah, that one.
No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, now you feel dumb, don't you, DM? What's
no.
DEM stand for? Doesn't pay attention?
Ooh.
Yes. Yes, it does stand for that.
Dumb or
Yeah.
what?
So,
And-
Kevin, do you have a sheet for your character? Are you all set
do.
with it? Whenever you get a chance, send it over to me. That'd be awesome. I could.
And see, if I would have known everybody was going to make their character beforehand, I would have made my character, then we could have just played today.
No, I hear ya. I didn't realize it was gonna happen. Kind of.
You have all of your characters.
I had Kyle's. I got Scott's yesterday because he decided to do his yesterday. Kevin, I just found out was joining yesterday. So, I mean, you know.
You found out like 3 days prior whenever I told you, hey, I think Kevin might join us.
No,
Yeah.
you said you think that, but he never joined in really till yesterday. There was nothing official. Then yesterday he showed up and we were like, cool.
Well, I was under the impression that I was doing the TFG campaign, so that's why I didn't sing it.
So what you're saying is you didn't mean to be here. You thought it was something different.
Like, oh, you're DMing. Oh, never mind.
No, I told you that it wasn't the Drumarian Tales one yet. We'll be getting back to that whenever we get back to that one.
Yeah.
With all the other things with the TFG stuff on that one.
Well, we're here now.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, I've been brought in on on the
Well, we're
grounds of a
delighted you're here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, we are. The more
At
the
least
merrier.
until Kala gets back.
Yes, then. So a little bit about the game as well. None of you
Dungeons and
PCs
Dragons was made. Oh,
in 1981, but no.
by one man and a second man that also helped.
Yes.
But no one remembers him.
Actually, believe it or not, I still have back home in Massachusetts the original box set of D&D that I found at like a garage sale when I was a kid. So, yes.
Dang.
Just cool nerd fact.
I
But
totally
anyway,
don't believe it at all.
That's you, of course, Jordan. Not surprised.
My only exposure to D&D so far has been our campaign through TFG and a show called Harmon Quest.
Oh, Harmon's Quest, I like that. It was all right. Some of the characters were a little too over the top, like
I mean, it's for a TV show, so it's like you gotta kind of. Plus, it's like 20-minute episodes, so
yeah,
I could see why they would do things like that.
They only had what, 2 seasons of that, right?
I think they're about to finish up their second season. I think.
Yeah.
Dice roller.
I do, for the record, love Dan Harmon. He's amazing. Community, awesome show.
I need to watch that show. I've been meaning to.
Oh my god, the D&D episode of that show, fucking priceless.
Of what show?
Community?
Is that the one where they get all the? Or no, that was something different. The only episode I've seen was the one where I get all of the like they're in the video game.
Yes, yeah, they're trying to win.
Kevin, just to interrupt, did you mean to send me your sheet, or was it supposed to go to Jim?
It was supposed to go to me.
Oops.
I won't read it.
My deepest
I won't read it.
Secrets.
It's just a note. It says, "Dear Jesse."
Can you believe?
Please let me win.
Can you believe this?
Please kill off my
Scott
character so I don't have to come back.
God, that Scott guy, such an asshole.
Just say it out loud. It's fine.
Yeah, already did. Yeah, but no, the D&D episode. D&D episode of that show is hilarious. They find out the kid at college who plays D&D kind of is a little sad, depressed. So they get this huge game of D&D together to cheer him up and stuff. But they keep Pierce out of it, so in order to like get into it, he steals all the D&D books, so he has the rules and like everything, and he plots out this revenge in game. It's amazing.
Kevin has frozen in a rather unfortunate pose.
No, it's a very fortunate pose. That is amazing. I mean, that should be his official picture.
In a somewhat stereotypical pose.
Yep.
It's great to have you back, Kev.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
There it goes.
He's disappeared.
I'm good, so our cameras will be all off, which is that's fine.
Oh,
Yay! Maybe.
Please slowly wait for him to come back.
Hey,
there he is.
Yeah, my internet cut out.
I mean, it happens.
Yep.
You didn't miss anything.
No, you.
Okay, so now
didn't.
let me actually send that thing to you.
I guess I'm not going to be using the dice roller on my phone, so I'm gonna look something up on here.
You could always go into Roll20.
Yeah, then we could all watch.
Well,
Yeah,
watch with bated
but
breath.
then do you want me to roll them? Do you want me to roll them for you?
No.
You want me to?
Okay, there we go.
Oh, another 6. How did
George,
that
somehow
happen?
you got straight 1 for your stats. That shouldn't even be possible.
Spider's eyes. That's
How
what I
many?
rolled.
How many do I roll? Is it 5 or
4, and you take the top 3.
46 top 3.
Oh, do you only roll 4? I was rolling 8.
Wait, I think I sent you the wrong thing. Fuck.
I got character sheet Kevin.
That's not it.
I rolled
Oh,
46.
That's Taehuang.
Wow, you sent him your Dramarian Tales character.
You probably did.
That's cool.
You're just having all kinds of fun right now, aren't you, bud?
Yep.
I thought D&D was supposed to be fun.
Are you going to tell us something about the story you were about to say?
Yeah, no, just
Why are you yelling?
I don't know. I got excited. No,
He gets excited about these things.
I know it
Yeah.
scares me.
He stole this off someone else. Leave him alone.
I did. So I gotta tell you. No.
When I watch community,
None of you actually know each other. Some games you start as a party. You don't actually know each other. The only thing that draws you to this tavern at all is posted up around town is a notice looking for adventurers. The tavern itself has been having an issue, and they need it recovered. And they're asking for only the brightest and best and strongest. And
how did I get in?
Do I go to the tavern?
That's up to you. Do you go to the tavern?
Well, I'm a professor in the area,
But
so I just wondered if.
Yeah, it said it's looking for smart people. Scott, are you saying you're not a smart professor?
You're there for a drink.
I'm not the smartest professor.
He's a
You know what?
nutty
I'm the Jack Black style professor from.
That's a great School of Rock. Great movie.
Yeah. See,
I
then
haven't
that,
seen it for ages.
I know, right?
that would be for.
I'm Michelle Pfeiffer in Dangerous Minds. I'm Whoopi Goldberg in Sister Act 2.
Are you gonna sing it? You gotta sing it.
Sing what?
Yep.
Oh, happy day.
No, I won't sing that.
Oh, happy day.
What's the next bit?
No.
Can I
You're
just
supposed to
already
sing it.
What,
Can you-
buddy?
Can I just already be in the tavern, like at the bar?
I mean, you can be at the tavern. You can go to the tavern.
You're there
You can
doing
be,
weird people stuff.
You could be
I'm
working
there
as a
doing
waitress if you want.
spying things.
Just what are you doing? Just spying things.
I'm really a fan of the game I Spy.
Just remembering the good old days before I became just a guy.
Yes, you could be a frequenter at the bar. Yes, when we start, you can be at the bar, but that's it. You're not guaranteed a spot on this adventure or whatever. You'll need to like talk to someone or something. But we'll get into that.
All right.
You know, that's what today is really. I want to get everyone's character to the story, if that makes sense.
Can I just check? Is this the tavern we're in? This picture I'm seeing on the stream.
Yes. Yeah. It's nice.
It's a bit dingy.
No, that's
Sounds
just
like the one from Skyrim.
It's just the glow from the fire. It's warm.
Yeah.
It's inviting.
Okay.
So someone was
friendly
standing
place.
in the fireplace when they took the picture.
Yes. Yes, and they do have flash photography in this world.
It's also really empty.
Well, they had to clear out for that picture. You know, they were out for a few days.
We need to put this on TripAdvisor. Everybody out
They
the
put this
picture.
up on Airbnb.
They had to get their Yelp page right.
Well, in good
Worst tavern ever.
Yeah, well,
good
Scott, see
quality
the
fashion, I already have a -2.
At Yelp.
Just on my modifier, but that too.
Lovely.
that's fine. I have a -2 in my charisma, Jordan.
Oh, mine's gonna go to strength.
Is it going on a true to life character you're making here?
Yeah, all my stats are negatives.
Ooh.
Except for
Really?
charisma,
Scott is great.
charisma, which just isn't on the page.
Did you
know, I
really
don't
mean
think it
to?
was-
Did you really mean to enter negative infinity?
I mean, I'm glad I got fairly like balanced rolls. I was like pretty happy about that.
Yeah, my roles seem to very much suit the character I made.
I got
Yeah.
one good roll,
Same.
one crap roll, and then like perfect average.
But weirdly, my roles seem to suit the character I made after I made the character. Because the character came first and then the roles came.
Yeah, that's fair. That's how
Yeah.
my last ones were. This one I wanted to make stats and see what I get, and then
I quite like it when you get shit rolls and you're like, what do I do
I
with
kind of
these?
wanted to
I
like
do
put
too.
all my strength into or all my like my highest stat into strength and just be like a fucking hulking like thief.
that's probably not a
like, not
bad
even-
call. Right now, you are our tank.
Am I?
Yeah, we,
More or
do have
less.
two short- I do
we're
have two short bows.
mages and an archer.
I'm a professor.
Yeah.
Our tank is a guy.
A guy.
Just a guy
have
and a
nine-
professor.
I have 9 HP.
I
It
can't
was
wait
supposed to
see
be
the
10, but I
movie.
got -1 from my charisma.
Kevin, your sheet that you sent me is
Yeah.
blank.
Oh my god. This is
Like you said,
annoying.
Just a guy.
Yeah.
Just a guy.
Buys
No,
the
no, you
character
didn't do that.
information.
You didn't do that thing when you filled the character sheet in on
I did.
IE
Oh,
and then it
no.
doesn't save.
Oh.
Yeah, you need Adobe Acrobat or whatever.
Yep.
Is
We've
there
all
any
done
way
this,
I
don't
can
worry.
see-
We,
Right.
yeah, we all have. It's
rotate clockwise.
almost a rite of passage at
Pretty much.
Well, nobody told me.
Yeah.
I was like,
the
I can type it.
Jordan.
Well, you know, it's kind of under the influence. We were all going to make our characters today.
You were under the influence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
Something.
I'm talking to Jesse. You get secondhand high just from
Yeah,
being around.
Contact. Oh.
Yeah.
It's coming in for your earphones. Straight to the
Broke my-
brain.
Guys, I broke my earphones. I'm sad about that.
Oh.
Oh.
It's got like a break right here.
Everything you said to me.
Takes me one step closer to my headphones dying.
So is there anything else you want to tell us about the university or the town? Or...
What's the name of the university?
A Hawk University, named after Aldous Hawk, the person who started the college.
I can tell this is just being set up for one colossal cock joke.
I mean, it wasn't, but you know,
By its founder, Mike Hawk.
to be honest, to be fair, I went to Autumn for a name for the town, and she said Hawkville, and I was done. I did not imagine the cock jokes possibilities.
So she
Thank you,
didn't.
Jordan.
She didn't say to name him Mike Cock. Mike.
No.
Cock.
So can
No.
we switch the names, the name of the founder to Tony?
Tony Hawk. I like it.
I appreciate
He
that.
was the inventor
Yeah, I
of the
do too.
skateboard in this realm.
He's Anthony. Anthony Hawk.
Can he be the inventor of the wheel and the skateboard?
Yes.
The wheel and the plank of wood.
So the wheel,
That goes on top of the wheel.
the wheel is specifically made for skateboards.
And then of course when applied magic, he had the first hoverboard as well.
There you go.
Yeah, Jesse. GP
Yes.
would like to know, is he a relative of Mike Hunt?
Of course. Long lost cousin.
There you go, GP.
GP.
You know he's going
Always
to.
one. It's always one, and it's always GP.
But yeah, no, in this town, the university the university it's huge. I mean, anything you want to study, anything you could think of, down to prostitution even, you can find a class for. And
Would you say it's as large as the one from Stars Without Number? Because that was a pretty big university. It was an entire city built on a university.
that's pretty much how it became, because the town around the university is all to support the university. So any farmers, all the food pretty much goes directly to the university. Any of the smiths make supplies for the university. The town basically rings the university, and the university itself is as big as a big city. So yeah,
What does it look like?
it's ringed. It's like circular. The very inside, the very middle is the university, which has different spires, different buildings, all mainly old design. With some outhouses sprung around, not outhouses in like shit houses, but just other buildings sprung up around it of newer design. And the same thing kind of goes with the town. The closer it is to the university itself, the older the architecture, the older the structures. And as it goes out, you could tell is where they made the town bigger to accommodate more people. You can, like I said, you can find any type of study at that university, which is why people like Soren get jobs, because there's, as long as there's someone looking to be learned it.
What are you trying to
learn
say?
I'm here to study squirrel lynching.
If someone
Never
can
studied.
teach that, you
Sorry,
can
that
learn
class is full.
Yeah. Actually, the most popular class is a 3-year waiting list. I'm
It's
sorry.
being taught by Scott.
Is underwater basket weaving an elective?
Yeah. Actually, there is weaving.
Is there a
Underwater
League of
basket
Legends
weaving.
club on campus?
Is there what?
A League of Legends club.
Yep.
Freaking Kirk would be enrolled.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, and Jesse, way to copy your city idea based off of Jordan's
Have we
stars without number of your character's city from the future.
Yeah, I
Because
know
it
it's
sounds
his own-
exactly
it's
like
his
it.
own city.
I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
even. I actually, to be honest, this without the name and the everything, the idea for this campaign has been around for 4 years, maybe something like that.
I'm
kind
going
of
to
working
make
on.
someone strip naked just before we go into the university. Just remember that from stars.
Oh, okay.
Quick, give me your suit.
I enjoyed that episode.
Yeah, you
I
did.
had, I had fun with most of the episodes.
Yeah.
There was a
Glad I
lot.
still have all the tales from Fables.
Definitely was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Oh goodness.
Oh, great. So, because of Cat Claw's kit, my unarmed strengths are now 1d4 plus strength, which means it's 1d2. 1d4 minus 2.
Damn.
Oh, well.
So can you heal them?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
if I had a low enough strength, yeah, I totally could. Do 1d4, so roll a 1, and just give them 1 health.
You scratch them, and it actually kind of cauterizes a deeper wound that they had.
You actually had a little bit of potion left on your claw.
Yeah.
Scratch the arrowhead out of their.
I like the idea that you're going to claw them, but you actually just end up purring at them.
Rub on their leg. it gives
Rob,
them
yeah,
more comfort.
exactly. Oh god.
Yeah, so Jordan, how many negatives do you have?
Just the one. Everything else is pretty good, but
Oh, all
that's the one I just get on.
That's I mean, it
So
could
what
be
do I do
worse.
about this goof?
Let him hang out with Donald. What are you talking about?
The D&D sheet.
Well, do you still have your stats and everything?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to download Adobe Acrobat Reader.
I think I have that actually.
All right,
Probably
well,
for our session.
Yeah.
well, if you have that, then open up a blank sheet
I
in
have
that,
Adobe
and
Reader 11. That.
I'm assuming that
Yeah,
should work.
that's
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 gonna be right.
that would work.
Yeah, that should work.
So if you open your not the one you have now, but if you open up a
Okay.
blank sheet, you can
All right.
transpose your character into it.
Okay.
Yeah, just retype everything in.
I did the same exact thing, and it was like
I'm not changing that typo. My character knows Common and Elvis.
Yes.
Elvis Presley.
Common Elvis.
I think it's
Speaking
the
of typos,
second time I've done that. I think last time I wrote Elvis as well.
Really?
But what? Yeah. What, Jesse?
oh no, I was just talking about our earlier typo.
There was no typos earlier.
Yep.
None
So
whatsoever.
The
Hashtag
beginning
peanut
6 to 7
inf-
minutes of the video will be cut out.
Hashtag infant.
It was just a
Not
test
say.
to see if any of you spotted it, and you didn't.
Yep,
No,
You were
nobody
the one that
did.
spotted it.
Well, I mean, they didn't. Our fans, our loyal fans, who are now watching.
You were like, oh
You
no,
had GP
there's a
Jolly and
mistake.
Bio who just came in.
Oh, hi, Bio.
Hey,
How's it
Bio.
going?
Hello.
How's it going, dude?
You got it, dude.
I noticed that Bio hasn't suggested she should join. We need a healer.
Yeah.
I agree. She shouldn't.
Wow. Hi,
I know
Bio.
she-
No girls
Damn.
allowed.
I know that she knows that I'm saying mean things like that.
She knows that you
She-
know that she
she's
knows.
she's tough. She knows. She knows what's up.
As she's over there crying her eyes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Why
do.
won't they like me?
Writing how she hates me.
Yeah. See, Bio
Bio
would fit in here perfectly. She's making
yeah.
an exam
Marking.
marking.
I'm a professor in this one, Bio.
Yeah.
I based my character on you.
Then why does your character keep rubbing? Oh,
Keep rubbing what?
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 Exactly.
Oh? Yep. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What would be better for my character, wisdom or intelligence? Because naturally, I always forget what does what.
Intelligence is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wisdom, not so much.
Wisdom would be like perception and stuff like that. Intelligence.
See, not important.
I guess I could see what the skills are
Yeah,
affected.
that's the best way to do it. Is there anyone important in the world who has graduated from this university?
I'd say a good 50% of the world's important people have been through or Hawk University.
Wow, that is a large percentage.
I mean, the school, it's been around for 600 years and it just has grown ever since then. It's one of the largest universities in the world, in all of Triverm.
Bio has pointed out my
Triverm.
conversations with
Thank
her
you.
when she was saying she was marking. I said she should just give everybody a C unless she liked them or hated them, and then vary it via that. Don't read anything.
I mean, that's basically what I did when I was a TA for my photo class in my senior year of high school.
It's got to be the way forward. Think of the time you could get that done. You could get that done in 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Probably less.
Yep, depending on how many students.
And depending on how many students slipped a nude picture in with the test.
Well, they don't do that, Jesse. They send it to your tablet or text it to you on your phone with the Snapchats.
Yeah,
I know how the kids do.
But that doesn't
I'm
exist
down
in
with
our...
the crowd.
That doesn't
Yep,
exist.
and then
in
the
our
teacher likes it on Twitter.
Then how come my Tabazi has Snapchat?
I take it you mean they've drawn a picture of themselves naked to slip into the marking.
Yes, exactly.
It's just the
They actually went to a professional artist and had them pay.
Yeah.
Actually, they didn't need to go to a professional artist. All they have to do is go to classes.
Is there anything else that we can think that we need to ask Jesse about this university? Is there a uniform?
No.
Can there be?
That would be up to the teacher, to be honest.
Really?
If the teacher, well, I mean, think about it this way. Obviously, a blacksmith would need certain accoutrement to smith the metal. They're not gonna wear a fucking t-shirt or anything.
Yeah,
if
but
they're
that's not a uniform. That's get your freaking apron on so you don't get crap on your clothes.
I've got one as a nun, one of a nurse.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, obviously, when student evaluation time rolls around, that might not go.
Steve is the nun.
That's just weird that he's teaching wood cutting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not cutting.
And then perfect for Jordan is you have some maid costumes
True.
because Jordan already has the cat ears for it.
Kyle's interests are sliding through the gaps again. All right, let's see.
What's the biggest subject popularity in our university?
Probably breaks down.
Reproduction.
I like this. I like just asking Jesse questions and him having to guess. Because next week I'm going to ask the same questions and get different answers.
Oh yeah, totally have different answers. No, I'd say it's about a 40, 20 mix of 40% martial skills, 40% magic skills, and then 20% agriculture, craft, trade, things of that nature.
Man,
Can I get this clear? The people who do magic and the people who do martial, are they like geeks and jocks?
Pretty much.
Is
Pretty
there
much.
is there a rivalry?
A little bit. I wouldn't say in like a dangerous or they vary. The teachers they govern it to where they don't want violence at the school. Any violence is immediate termination from the school.
Nobody likes violence, especially Professor Heisekite. He's not a fan of violence.
Not at all.
so stupid.
Especially not in a wild magic class.
What? What's stupid? Jesse there, Jordan.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, Jordan, what's your character's name?
I haven't came up with a great name yet. I gotta make everything first, and then I'll get a name.
All right.
But I'm still wanting to lean close to something like Josie for Josie and the Pussycats, like Jose. Yeah, like...
If you do that, you realize you'll have to speak in like a Mexican accent the entire time.
I sent you the updated sheet.
Because I wanted to hear you do
Thanks
that.
for their culture.
Better.
So I want to hear it. All right, that does have stuff on it, so we're good.
Cool. Thank you.
But what kind of stuff?
Or wouldn't you like to
pretty sure
know?
I fucked up.
Those nudes that he
I'm pretty
wanted.
sure I fucked up
Yeah.
like, somewhere in my sheet, but whatever.
We just make up as we go along anyway. Don't worry about it.
Pretty much. No, you look good.
Thanks, man.
I didn't put anything with like the backstory or anything. Or...
That's fine. We've heard your backstory.
Cool.
It is.
You're a guy.
You're a
I'm the
guy.
I'm the guy.
You are the guy. Yeah, you're not just any guy. You're the guy.
Hi, Kat. How's it going? Bio, it's going good. Thanks. I had my first day Saturday. It was a quick, like, filling out paperwork type of training session, but okay.
Wait, what?
She asked how my new job is.
I didn't know you had a new job.
Yeah, I got a
DM
job.
full time.
I'm glad,
Exactly.
I'm glad that Bio knows more about your
I get
personal
paid
life
for
than
this.
me. Thanks, guys. Thanks for
Well,
keeping me up in your life, Jesse. I'm glad that I'm the
I-
first person to tell.
I said it in chat.
Yeah, and I ignored you, so you should have told me privately.
Fair enough. Fair. My bad. My bad,
yeah,
Jordan.
yeah, it is.
Well, see, chat scrolled up and Jordan couldn't be bothered to
Yeah.
scroll up to find it.
Well, 9
Or
times
even
out of
if-
10, I get home and I look on there and I'll start reading what happens, and then GP and Jolly pop on there, and I see like 15 pictures, and it's them talking about like their balls, and Jolly doesn't understand the joke. So then I'm like, okay, scroll, and then I see like Scott popped back in. I'm like, okay, maybe this conversation. And then I see he joined. I'm like, nope, keep scrolling. So that's generally how the SMG chats go for me. If it's something that's like, I
Makes
can
Yeah, more or
follow
less.
it, I'll read it. But then the second it goes out, I'm like, oh.
Are you trying to say that our conversation today wasn't of interest to you?
Yeah, there's some interesting channels in the SMG servers.
Yeah.
Yes, there are.
Yep.
I kind of lurk, but like, I just don't want to say anything.
We should put out a video one day of just like do a crib style, a Yo MTV crib style video of
Of our
going to
Discord
our
server?
Discord. Like, yo, this is the suggestions page.
We'll have Jesse do it because he's as gangster as they come.
Yeah.
You went yo. Effing marionette.
Yeah. And everything will be blurred out.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That would be Jolly's NSFW.
I just say, yeah, especially
Yeah,
bringing
right.
it to the not safe for work. God, I'm,
Especially all her
Dude, the
pictures.
first time I saw that, I'm like, what the fuck is
Especially
this?
all of her pictures on sex dolls, yeah.
those were all Scott's.
Yeah, that was Scott.
To be fair, I spent the next 3 hours scrolling through your guys' past conversations.
They,
after you learned about it.
They intrigue me, is all I'm saying. Sex dolls are interesting.
There's
That's
there's
fair.
something.
They always look so surprised.
I mean,
Wonder
if you're
why.
about to get dick,
They look like something got
Mooches?
shoved in their butt.
You'd be surprised too if that happened, huh? No. No.
Eh.
mind.
Only if I was at my parents'. I mean, what?
Only if he wasn't at his parents. There we go. Good save.
I think Jolly left a letter out in what you just typed. I think you should read it, Scott.
Please do.
I belongs to Scott. Fair enough.
Okay.
Scott, all her base are belong to you apparently.
No, just her body.
No treble.
All base.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
How's the character coming along, Jordan?
Wonderfully.
That's what I like to hear.
Anything we need to know yet?
I'm proficient in light armor, medium armor, and shields.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
anything interesting at all?
Anything.
What's your fur color?
What?
I mean, it's a valid question. I am a cat person.
Yeah.
No, it is once I remembered that, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I love how all you guys are like,
the same-
what?
It's the same color as Kevin's hair.
I was gonna say it's a lightish brown.
It
it's
did
like
not sound
black
like
circles on it.
fur to me.
What did you hear?
I thought you asked what color his fart was. What is your fart color? And I'm like, what does? And everyone's like, yeah, that's a good question. I'm like, oh, is that a good
How do you
question?
get fur and fart?
I don't know. I don't know.
But I love
Yeah.
the idea of being in Jesse's mind and hearing this whole tree that fart.
And then I'm picturing it like, what is there, like a fart attack I'm missing on my ranger?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
copious
Noxious
gas.
gas. Noxious gas. Yeah.
Yep.
Tasha's hideous gas.
I mean, I was gonna say if you're a bard, bards
well, I
have all
mean,
kind of
cat's
like
piss smells really
stinky
bad, so
smell.
I can't imagine what a cat fart would smell like.
Oh my God! There you go. Can we? I think we should give Jordan a piss attack. Smelly piss attack.
I mean, it won't bother me.
It's a cat person.
Oh, I think you meant in real life.
Can it be
I
like an
mean,
acidic? Can it be like an acidic piss? There's like a lot of alkaline in there.
Instead of like the Dragonborn like spitting acid type attack.
The dragon breath.
Welcome to Saturday Morning Game. Is D&D, everybody.
Yeah, right.
Jesse's DM.
Jesse something.
Yeah, he is.
Oh man, what if you get?
I don't even know
Like
what I
Kat said
am.
in the chat, like, what if you get like a power boost from like asparagus and your piss gets super acidic?
Why are you guys still on about that?
It's a good idea.
Cool power.
GP thinks our campaign is Overwatch-esque because we've got no healers.
And South Korean.
Who's never played Overwatch?
Typical, the one South Korean we get.
Yeah, I
Never
know.
played Overwatch. Rubbish. We're still going to be shit at it.
Don't worry.
So
I'm sure as soon
before
as-
you,
I'm sure
lies
as
a
soon as I pick
portal
up the
to
controller,
Isengard.
I'll just be like a pro.
Yeah, he just picks it up. He's like, "Oh wow, this game's pretty good, guys." He goes like 50-0. It's like,
Yep.
my God, they were right.
Oh man, am I a pro Genji?
At least you know that much about the game.
That's the only thing.
You know the dank memes.
Actually, we could use a pro Genji on our
We
No.
could,
in
in
our
all
squad.
honesty, we could totally use a Genji.
We could use a pro anything.
If I'm gonna
to
be,
be
if
honest
I'm
with
gonna
you.
play,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Diva.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because she's Korean as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
glad you got the.
That's why I
focus.
play Junkrat.
Because she's Korean.
Because he's a rat.
Because that seems a bit harsh.
I don't know what he is. I don't know who he is.
Oh yeah,
He's
you
an
actually
Australian.
don't know. Yeah, he's not. Which of
Oh.
course Scott's not Australian. That's the joke. Before you start asking, are you Australian?
We've only got one Australian in our group.
Yeah.
I'm
Must
not
have
gonna,
had,
and
like,
I'm not gonna
giant
say
spiders
Mel's
and
name
shit.
because
I saw a picture the other day. It
You know
said
why you're not gonna
Australia.
say it?
of Australia.
Saw a picture the other day. The caption said Australia, and then the picture was a giant spider eating a lizard.
Sounds
Didn't
about
we
right.
do in our
Yeah.
Minecraft series? We did a whole thing about Australia and the most dangerous animals, didn't we?
Yeah, it was
remember.
what put the most people in the hospital.
Yeah. What put the most people in a hospital in Australia?
Drop bear.
What?
Kangaroos.
That's one of those animals that Australians like. If people go there from out of country, they tell them that there's a creature called drop bears.
Yeah. It's like a little koala that lives in trees, and when people pass by, it drops down on them. It's a complete joke that's hilarious
It's
never
that,
heard-
that like
It's,
Americans
yeah, it's a
believe it.
complete lie that Australians
Oh,
try
I
to
see.
use on America.
Is
yeah,
it
Yes.
is it only Americans who go for it?
probably.
Probably.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Most likely.
Okay.
And then of course they give them all their
Isn't it
favorite food.
Like more coconuts
Yeah.
kill people a year than like sharks.
Wait, what does?
Yeah, it is very much like that
More
stat. So
coconuts.
obviously Australia, the home of the most poisonous animals ever.
The koala.
I think is it right that koalas have chlamydia? Is that a thing?
Yeah, they do. All
Yeah.
koalas
They're
have-
high all the time, so
That's where I got that.
But they look so cute.
I thought it was a
Yep.
drop bear at the time, but
dude, have you ever seen like a wet koala?
what?
Like after like a koala's taking a bath, have you ever seen like it drenched in water?
No.
They're like horrifying.
Not
when
where
you
I
said
thought you were
when
going
you said
with
I thought it was a drop bear, I just got visions of Jesse under a tree naked, laying on the floor, just waiting.
The quality of the koala.
Yeah, but like Google image search wet koala. They look fucking terrifying.
I imagine it looks like something from like Lilo and Stitch. It's in
Oh,
my mind. When
It's
I
like
see...
Yeah.
like a demon.
And Jolly was right, by the way. It was horse. Horse
Oh.
is the animal that put the most people in hospital in Australia.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
People just not know how to like ride
She
horses.
totally Googled
No, it's because they're all poisonous.
it.
Are they poisonous or venomous?
Both.
Yes.
Depends what end you come from.
Also, it also depends what end bites you. And then you catch on fire after.
Have you seen the movie
Yeah.
Teeth? Because that's an app.
I haven't seen it, but I'm aware of what it is.
an apt description of the horses in Australia.
So they have teeth in their vaginas.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I heard from a friend.
They didn't have chlamydia.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Now they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Well, guys, you think that's a good time for a little bit of a break?
How long have we been?
That's a good question.
Probably
That was the
not.
break.
About an hour or 20. Just about.
Well, we can or not. I need to make a phone call. So
Well,
either we can break
What
or
kind
I
of
can.
DM are you?
It's about work. It's important.
Bark, 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 bark,
This
bark.
is work.
Can your employer
Work,
DM for you?
work. Here, I'll have my dog DM for us.
He's ringing his employer to ask a DM question.
Yeah.
Like
How do
we're
you
about
roll
to
for
start.
stats?
We're about to start playing. What the fuck do I do? I haven't written anything yet.
What is
roll for?
D&D?
So that's what the D stand for.
Oh,
Oh,
dog.
it's not an and, it's an and.
Dicks and donuts.
Yeah.
They weren't glazed originally.
They didn't even have a hole originally. Yeah.
It was originally jelly donuts.
Oh.
Oh.
That for some reason conjured up images.
Now it's a cream donut.
Banana nut cream.
My favorite.
Hey Jess, what are we doing about equipment?
It's your choice. You could roll for gold or starting stuff that you would get through your class and race.
I see.
Yeah.
So because of my race, I got to have different clothes than the rest of you. I see how it is.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
know like that the thief or like the rogue gets like so many freaking money.
That the I guess.
Well, it's probably
Makes
because he
sense,
stole
though.
it all.
Rogue.
Would imagine.
What
'Cause
am
it's
I
like
looking at? Oh wow, nice.
What?
Now is probably a good time for a break, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. When we're on the rise.
Don't want to get too big too soon, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Gotta check our egos.
My God, guys.
Yep, Jesse, do
7
you want to go on
viewers.
break so you
Freaking
can
out.
make the phone call?
Yeah, might as well.
Or do you want to do it while we're all online?
Do you want to
Yeah.
let us hear you do it? Put it on speakerphone.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
And unplug your headphones.
We'll
Yeah.
coach you.
Nothing bad will happen.
So
Yeah.
No.
We'll whisper into your ear while you're.
We'll tell you
Yeah,
what to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. I gotta say exactly what you guys said.
Now that would be a good stream.
That would be a hilarious.
Ask for the 15%.
Yep, that would be.
He hasn't started yet. But he's asking.
I worked all of 1 hour and 15 minutes already. So it's time for a raise. Pay up.
That's only one thing.
I think I proved myself.
Yeah.
You already know what to expect. You might as well just.
And next time, can I wear some clothes?
Yeah.
We're starting at level 1, right, Jesse?
Yes.
Cool.
You
Now,
are.
do I get my knee pads now or after I?
I'm a level 7 professor.
Yes, he is.
Hopefully.
I had a
Means
level
I actually get a blackboard and some chalk.
But he has to wheel it around to the various through the dungeon with him.
It's like a dialysis machine or something.
You're in
So
an
can you-
iron lung of
Can Scott's level up just be him becoming like a more better teacher? So he's
Yeah.
level 1, he's a TA.
Yeah.
Level 2,
Yeah.
At some point, I'm going to go from one of those old projectors that used to put the clear sheets on
Yeah.
to an actual slideshow. It's going
Oh,
to be
those
incredible.
like cellulose projectors.
Then I'll
Level-
finally become like a smart board.
level 2. You actually
Nice.
get textbooks.
The school gives you some funding.
they're
But they're
Used.
used ones. Everyone's got a picture of a dick on.
You don't get new ones. until
Level
15.
4. Well, all right. 15. I'll take it.
Yeah, I like the idea of like just get Kevin says like teacher's assistant, then he's like substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Then he's like gym teacher.
He's got to like hang out in the teacher's lounge to wait to see if he's actually working that day or not. Did
So,
anyone
like, half
call
the-
out?
Yeah.
So like half the time, like Jesse is or Scott's not with us.
Yeah, he's just sitting in the teacher's
I mean,
lounge.
lessons. Yeah.
He,
Right. God.
Scott had to
We
take
can
a few
sell-
kids
we
to
can sell them
detention.
out. sub them out inadvertently.
What is it with you lot trying to make my professorship sexual? I'm just a teacher.
Wait,
We're not
it's
talking
not?
about sexual now.
Yeah.
We're talking about your hierarchy of leveling up as a teacher.
Trust me, if Kyle's talking about detention, it's sexual.
This is my. I wanted to be a teacher when I was younger. This is just me fulfilling a dream. This is what D&D is all about.
This is what
This
teachers
is Scott's
being,
fantasy.
Yep.
This is what being a teacher's like.
I want to be an RE teacher. I want to teach religious education.
Dude, the religious kids are the ones that are the worst.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone worse to teach it either.
I was in Catholic school for up till 8th grade. Word, that's not great.
I was in a Lutheran school up until 7th. Yeah, I know. Wednesday, fucking going to mass every Wednesday. Love it.
To this day, I hate the colors navy blue and olive green. Because those are our uniforms.
Olive green.
It's specifically
All
olive green.
Every shade.
Like, it's the ugliest green you could have picked.
50
To this
shades
day, he
of
hates
green.
Olive Garden because of
The name association.
Jesus made him hate Olive Garden.
Right?
As he does. I mean, that's common.
So we taking that break?
No, that was it.
That was a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Us taking the break was us talking about taking the break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
sounds good.
sounds about good. Thanks for watching so
Cool.
far. We'll see you when we get back.
Yeah. Okay.
And we are back, everybody.
Welcome back, everyone.
I tell you what, it feels good coming back after a break and not having to do that bit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like, I forget everybody's name. I forget what we're doing.
I'm supposed to say all that shit? God damn it. This is becoming worse and worse. I
I'm
give
just
up.
worried that Scott forgets our real names.
You're telling us.
Yeah. all of us minus Kev have DM'd. What the heck, Kevin?
Yeah.
Where's your campaign?
Yeah, Kev.
I've only played the one.
All right, next week, Kevin game. No.
Scott started after you. Scott's first campaigns
Yeah.
were.
I'm not a creative person, like writing.
Nor am I. I copied everything and stole it.
If you need a project with photography, I'm your man. But I mean, yeah. Anyways,
Scott might have some ideas for.
That sounds like a fun campaign. I can't wait to start.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if you could implement like photography into it. Make some weird like.
I'll just make like a Pokemon.
Do like
Snap
some Mario
parody
64
of
type
D&D.
stuff with like the portraits. Right, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
but
that would be pretty cool.
Can I just have you guys
Copyrighted.
like in a dungeon, in one room dungeon?
Well, that's generally how you start something. Yeah, you just have one basic idea and then you
With
expand
no
it.
walls or
Yep.
doors or windows.
You're in a dungeon with
Yeah.
no walls.
You're in a
I
room.
think it's called outside.
There's
Or-
a puddle on the floor and someone dead. Find out how they were killed.
Or you're in a massive pit.
You're in a box.
What's in the box?
Apparently us.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I don't think I'd be a good DM.
So Jesse, what are we doing, buddy?
Really, I didn't have much more other than I want to get everyone to the story, like I said. How's your character coming along? How far along are you?
So far I've got my class and race. No,
Nice.
I filled out my my attributes. I filled out my skills already. I've got my bonuses for my race, and I'm getting the ones from my class, which are just natural explorer and favorite enemy. And after that, I just gotta get my equipment and crap, which most of it's already done. So
Cool.
I'll have to pick a background, and I think that's pretty much gonna be it. Other than my, I'm writing a backstory. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which, whenever, whatever. So I guess the question I have for all the PCs is how are you, what brings you to the Hog's Face?
I was hit by a car.
Like, why are you here? Kevin, you said you were there already. Are you there drinking? Are you there for the adventure, or you?
He's been traveling and he's decided to stay in this city for the time being.
So you're staying at the Hog's Face? You got a room up there?
Let's say he's been there a couple days already.
Cool. All right. So, I guess we can start with you if you want. A little backstory, little mini adventure.
Sure.
Oh dang, dude, you're gonna get to play some D&D.
Oh boy.
Man, my favorite.
Maybe we should get on Roll20 just for the dice roller at very least.
Well, I have an app on my phone.
Okay. Well, I mean I trust you, I suppose.
I mean, I could just show you.
I rolled a natural 26.
You break the game. You win.
Right.
Round of applause. Everyone cheers.
Yeah,
That's what my
show
guy
you
says.
If you really needed to see it.
We're all about trust here. Come on now. I don't trust Jordan. I don't trust Jordan, but no.
But I got plus 20 to all my modifiers.
That stands up. Sounds about right.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, so you've been staying at the tavern for a little bit. You've been getting to know the place. A couple nights ago, there was a nice bard performing. It's very friendly. You've met a few people that have been really nice to you. It's not too much to stay there. So I mean, you kind of chose the bar at random because you don't really know the town. You asked around a little bit, but you've grown to like it a little bit. Give me a perception roll.
Perception roll? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
D20, right?
That
Yep.
is a D20 plus your perception skill.
So I got an 11.
Okay, so
My
then
perception is I don't get a modifier from perception.
okay, so as you're drinking at the bar, there's a few tables of people around, and you hear a little bit of a chatter. One of the tables is being a little extra loud, and the bigger guy, there's three gentlemen. One's an elf, one's a bigger burly human, and you got a dwarf sitting there, and the human slams his fist on the table, and he's like, "They're gonna pick me! Screw you!" And kind of pushes away from the table, storms off. You that kind of draws your attention, and you hear the other two saying, "I'll never pick him. He's too dumb for this." I hear the last adventurers they sent in there died horribly. I mean, no one's heard from him since. It's too dangerous for him.
Can I walk up? Can I roll like an investigation roll to kind of like not interrogate them, but to like ask around? Ask them like what's going on. Like, what are they talking about?
you can just go up and ask him.
Okay, I'll just ask him.
I'm gonna say that's pretty much what you do.
You don't need
If
to
that-
roll
yeah.
that.
Social anxiety roll.
Sure, that'd be a will save. No.
All right, so I'm gonna ask them like, what are you guys talking about? Like, what's all the hubbub over here?
You haven't heard, and one of them slides over to you a piece of parchment. You might have seen them hanging around town, but not really paid attention to it. But it's basically a call to arms to the Hog's Face Tavern, which you're currently in, asking for the strongest, the brightest adventurers, and asking for help. And
Okay, this seems like an interesting. I guess would you say it's kind of like a quest?
Yeah, they both kind of look at each other weirdly, and then, nah, yeah, you can say that, but
Is there money involved?
there's adventure. There's always money involved.
All right, it sounds like an adventure.
Yeah,
how do I need to go meet up with someone, or
well,
say
if
that I'm
you're
interested?
if you're interested, I'd talk to the bartender.
All right.
Which you having stayed there for a while, you actually have gotten kind of familiar with the bartender. He's a big burly orc, but
All right.
he's imposing but very friendly. Like the type you picture. He's friendly, but you could tell if things turn to a fight, he can handle his own shit.
So like Maui from Moana.
I haven't seen it, but sure. And his name is Judd the Great.
Judd the Great. Hey,
Yes.
Judd.
Judd the
Okay,
Great.
I'm gonna
You can't
walk
treat him
over-
like that. Did you hear how happy Jesse was? He's obviously proud of this character.
Not
I'm gonna walk
really.
over to- So just ignore Judd.
I don't want to talk to him. Does anyone else work here?
Right.
Actually,
Um,
no.
All right.
He runs
so
the place himself.
So I yell over to Judd, like, "Hey, Judd, like, let me buy this table a round of drinks for telling me about this."
Sure
You're
thing.
telling me that there's a bartender.
Yeah.
Sure
And then I
thing.
wa- and then I walk over to the bar. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Judd?"
I don't
it
have any
going?
money. Don't give him anything.
He's
Um,
busy
so-
pouring the drinks for everyone. Did
uh,
you want one as well, sir?
Nah, I'm trying to be sober.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
So I'm hearing there's a call to arms going on. Like, what's
There
what's
is.
that-
We've
what's that
been
situation? What's that situation like?
well, we've been having some trouble lately, and we definitely could use some help. Although I don't know. He kind of looks you up and down. Unfortunately, sir, I don't really know you. Last couple of parties we sent in there haven't come back. I don't know if you can handle yourself. No offense, but I don't know if you
How
can
about
handle
this?
yourself.
If I can find myself a crew, will you at least give me the chance to go there? I'm trying to give you some avenues.
It sounds good to me, I guess. You show me your crew, you've got it, sir.
All right, and
He
then
goes
so I
back to the other table where the guy told me he wasn't join me.
Yeah.
Kevin was on a completely different quest than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And they go off, and we don't need the rest of you guys. Thanks for showing
One's
up.
a big hairy Wookiee.
So,
one is a...
I guess what I'll do. So, are there? Okay, so I'm about to ask him. Do you have any ideas where I can find a crew?
Yeah, you're asking.
To further move the plot along, where would a good place to look be?
For a crew. You just
For a
offered
crew.
to get a crew.
I love that you're trying to help Jesse plot like with any plot holes and you just make it worse.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure you're in the place right now where you would find a crew.
I like it.
I do too.
I appreciate what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I do too.
It's what makes D&D great sometimes.
I could be anywhere, my friend. Look around. This great town full of adventurers.
I just yell into the bar. Does there happen to be a professor here?
Scott, you hear? No.
No, there doesn't. Apparently not.
I guess
No.
there is no.
This is far more awkward than it should be. So carry on.
I just love the idea of him
This
just
is
going.
great.
There's just one character walking around the
wanna-
tavern just yelling at
Yeah.
stuff.
Any adventurers? Any adventurers? It's like the drunk girl at the end of a party. Like, anyone want to buy me a drink?
Fine. At that moment, I walk into the tavern.
Oh shit!
You just
and,
hear a
and
dude,
sigh.
like, you just hear a guy yelling for a professor.
You,
Yeah, I
you're
guess that
a
was my
guy.
I'm like
Is there
Batman.
a professor? Is there a professor here?
I ignore him and walk straight to the bar, sit down, and ask for a beer.
Judd pours you a beer, tells you it's a couple silver.
Does there happen to be a
Thanks,
level
man.
1 professor in the
Don't
bar?
we need the backstory on how Scott got there?
I walked.
No reason, you're just there.
I sit down and I sigh once again.
Once again.
Obviously, he's looking for a good drink. So he pours you a drink, and yeah,
I start drinking and I throw in my couple of
Yeah.
and I ask him how much it would be for a room for the week.
for the week,
Mm.
be a couple gold.
Couple of gold. And I look
Yeah.
around.
Beep.
I look round and I'm like,
You went
for this
beep.
place.
I said for the week, but what was
A
that?
couple of gold for this place.
Yeah, we're very prestigious here at the Hog's Face. You haven't
I-
heard of us?
I cough a little bit into my beer and it kind of froths up over the top. How about a gold for the week?
All right, fine.
For your finest room.
All right. He says okay and hands you a key. You're not sure if it's the finest room or not, but
I'll give you the gold after I've checked out the room.
he tells you it's upstairs, a couple doors on the right.
I carry on drinking my drink.
Fair.
And then I just have a little look around the room and what do I see?
Mind you, this entire time, I've been yelling for a professor.
So I'm still ignoring him.
You apparently still ignore you. A couple people are kind of like get a little upset at you, like, you know, they're just kind of every time you do, they're looking back at you. Scott, when you look around, it's well, I mean, you see the picture. It's fairly homey, fairly warm feeling tavern. Lots of wood on the walls. There's like decorative swords that might have been relics from a time past, or might just be cheap knockoffs. You can't really tell. There's a couple tables of people. One has two people who are kind of talking quietly to each other. The other is the table, the pre-mentioned table with the dwarf and elf still on it. They're enjoying their drinks that they just had bought for them.
I
Like
spin
crazy
back
person.
round and start drinking my drink some more.
Starts drinking his drink some more. Kyle, why don't
say-
you
I say this seems like the kind of tavern where everybody knows your name.
no.
We actually do have the tavern up right now
Hey,
on
hey,
screen.
Ted.
Judd says thanks. Thank you kindly. We try to have, we try to keep it nice and friendly.
Is there anyone I should be particularly wary about in here? And I kind of point discreetly at Kevin's character walking around. He seems a bit of an odd one.
At this point, I've made eye contact.
I haven't.
No, everyone in here right now is pretty harmless. Harmless. Maybe odd, but not necessarily harmless.
Do you know Brian and Tina? I ask him.
I know lots of Brian's and Tinas.
I've been staying with the Wainwrights. I'm a professor in the university. I've been staying with the Wainwrights.
Welcome, Professor.
But they're driving me a bit mad. If I'm honest, I think Tina's been going through my underwear drawer.
I mean, maybe she fancies you.
Well, my favourite Y fronts have gone missing. And I think Brian thinks I'm trying to hit on Tina.
Doesn't
She's not-
sound like a good situation.
She's not really my type.
Tell you what, and
The tash is a bit off-putting.
He goes, I'll tell you what. He slides over a different key to you. Why don't you take that room instead? Probably a little bit better for you. I feel for you.
I take that key as well.
As well. You don't slide the other one back to him?
No.
All right. Fair enough. Kyle, how are you getting to the bar? What's your draw to the tavern?
I guess I saw the flyers that were. I'm guessing the flyers were like posted like around town a bit as well.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere. You know, not like posted up all over every single like a big movie's coming out or anything.
Right.
But, you know, almost more like a Lost Kitten type of on a couple flagpoles.
Yeah, I'll walk into the bar with one of the flyers in my hand and be like, well, guess this is the spot. And I just sit down at a table.
Welcome to Hog's Face, sir. How can I help you?
I'll take a glass of ale to start with.
Sure thing. Walks off back to the bar, starts pouring it. Kevin, you still walking around yelling for a professor?
How about while I'm yelling for a professor, I sneak a glance at the poster in front of Kyle's character.
Give me
while he's yelling, I walk up the stairs to check out the rooms.
Okay. The first one he gave to you was fairly shitty. I mean, you know, you could tell hasn't been cleaned in a while, and the second one is pretty nice. It's a decent room. It'll get you by. You know, a nice clean bed. No like bugs or anything.
Can I see if any of the other doors are open on my walk round?
No, they're all closed.
Okay.
Most of them, they all have the like an automatic cozy thingy.
Okay.
Not like, you know, just like a little. Yeah, exactly. It's like you're in a spaceship.
Like Starship Enterprise.
You're actually in the Blue Sierra. No.
Okay.
I'm glad you guys remember the name of the ship because I didn't.
Actually, no. We talked about that last night. I completely forgot it.
I head back downstairs.
All right.
You said you wanted to make me a roll.
Roll a perception.
Perception. All right.
Yeah.
You find Scott for the 8th time.
Yeah.
I got a 16.
All right. You can clearly see the paper in front of him. You definitely tell that it's a flyer.
All right.
It's the same one that you saw.
I look around the room trying to see someone who looks a bit lost.
You see Kevin, who looks very lost. He's the type. You ever seen at a bar someone who's like, you could tell they're looking for someone to like talk to, but they can't just like go up to the person and talk, so they're just kind of like hovering around.
I haven't seen that person because that person's
It feels almost familiar. I can relate to this character you're speaking of.
That's what's going on right now. With an occasional, is there a professor here?
Do I spot Kevin's character trying to read the leaflet?
You see him catch a peek, over, you know, he wasn't hiding it.
Okay.
I'm just imagining myself or my character doing like the small or what was it from Blades of Glory or not? No, from Derek Zoolander. You know what I'm talking about when he whips it back. And he just makes that face look peeking towards the poster, and that's the face.
Blue Steel.
Blue Steel, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the face you catch me when you look over.
You see that.
Okay. So as I'm doing this Blue Steel still, I walk over to Kyle's character and sit at the stool adjacent to him. And
to steal a certain trait from another character in one of our other campaigns, I'd like to lean on a wall nearby and listen.
Yeah.
All right, now right. Are you just standing there? Are you trying to be?
I'm stealthing the fact. It's not that I don't want to be seen. It's just that I don't want to be noticed that I'm listening.
Okay, give me what would that be?
Stealth?
I guess?
Yeah.
Give me a stealth roll.
Oh, this is not a great start.
It's a perfect start.
4.
Nice.
I do believe both of your characters' passive perception is more than 4.
Okay.
So both of you notice Soren kind of hovering around the table. Kyle, this poor lost puppy dog of a man, has sat down at your table and engaged you.
Okay.
I don't know.
So has Soren finished his drink at this point?
No, I'm still drinking.
Oh no, you're wait, Kyle, have you said your character's name yet?
Not in
game.
Yeah, not in game yet.
So how full is your ale glass so far?
He just got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah,
another round for another round. Okay, so
John just grunts and starts pouring it.
So I just throw the coins over to him, and I throw him the money from the other table.
Takes it. He puts the drink down in front of Kyle, and as he's away, gives Scott gives you a look like, kind of rolls his eyes a little bit. Not really, but you know.
All right. So, are you a traveler? What brings you to this bar?
I'm just gonna ignore him at first and just continue drinking, looking at the poster.
I've got a room upstairs.
At that point, I turn around and sit at the table with them, and I look at both of them and I say, "Are you two looking for a room?" This
and then
room
I
is
counter
yours.
his question: "Are you a professor?"
Yes. Was it the leather elbow pads? And then I say, "You can have this room for 2 gold." And I slide the slightly shitty room key across the table.
You're offering me the.
Anyone, I look more at Kyle and I'm like, it looks like you're new here.
Let's see, how do you have a room here?
I assume you need a room.
Jesse, is there any other empty tables?
Yeah,
So
there are.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and go to another empty table. I'm gonna leave my second ale that came to me at the table and take my first one that I've been drinking.
And then
I
just
do
look
not
at.
blame you.
So I guess I look at Soren like, "Do you want a beer?"
I extend my hand and say, "I am Professor Dick Pound. It's a pleasure to meet you."
So Apollo also does the same exact thing I did, where he kind of laughs in disbelief. But then he composes himself and says, "I'm Apollo. You don't need to know my last name. That's my business."
You didn't seem as fabulous as I thought he was going to be.
I'm Apollo.
Remember, I'm just a guy.
You know my last name.
I'm just a guy.
I wasn't that interested, to be fair, but it's nice to meet you, Apollo. Are you new here?
I actually just got into the town about 3 days ago.
Okay. What brought you here?
I'm just looking for adventure. You know how it is, us guys.
Not really. I'm a professor.
Are you down to go on an adventure, Professor?
I pick up my beer. And I head to the table that Kyle
I've been saying the same question to him for years.
Now, Scott, here's the real question: did you leave him your room key?
I did.
So now he's going on it. He thinks he's going on an adventure.
Yeah. And then I sit down at Kyle's table.
Kyle, he sits down.
Weirdos are following him.
I don't say a word. I just sit there.
Yeah. I heave a big sigh, and then that's it.
And so do I.
Apollo, failing at making new friends, goes to the fireplace to warm himself.
To kill himself.
Yeah, I will say for the audience,
I'm quite toasty.
my charisma is 8, so I'm not that much of a people person.
Oh man, yeah.
Which is why I left the table.
Your charisma's like 1 more than me, or less the mind.
I continue just to stare into
I'm very
the-
charismatic for a not very charismatic person. So where do we go from here?
Just God, you said
Oh,
your
I'm just
character is
sitting in
just.
silence. I'm
God,
just
you said
staring
your
into my
character is
beer.
just staring at me.
Yeah, no, staring into my beer.
Okay.
I do kind of give a little look up just to see if he's moved in any way, shape, or form.
At
Still
that
just-
moment,
Then they make out.
they make out.
And then
No.
I ask him if he's ready to go on an adventure.
At that moment, the door barges open.
Barges.
Yeah, like heavier than just normal someone walking in. It's almost like someone kind of stumbled into the door, pushed a little too hard, and just kind of bangs a little bit. And you see a guy, obviously drunk, stumbles towards the bar. Judd kind of rolls his eyes but starts pouring a drink.
Can I make a perception check on this dude? I don't want to go up to him because he seems scary.
What are you trying to do? An ocular pat down?
Yes.
Good job, you made a character that spooked him.
No. What are you trying to find out?
Or like
What
a history.
What do you mean?
check. Like what? Based on his appearance, is it obvious like what he like his occupation or like what kind of things he's done?
Okay. He seems to have on armor. A good leather armor in the town guards colors. So it looks like he either works for the guards or is affiliated with them. As he stumbles his way to the bar, Kyle, he kind of shoulder checks your chair. Not necessarily intentionally, but still with force. Doesn't really.
What a dickhead.
Doesn't really mumble an apology or anything.
I look up. Apology would be nice.
At that point,
What?
can I check? At that point, can I check? Is my beer more or less full than Kyle's?
It's probably less because I just got mine. Unless
Yeah, you're still on the same first one, right, Scott?
I'm gonna try and swap them around.
Apollo forgot his beer at the bar.
You could just grab Kyle's other one from the table.
No, I'm trying to swap. I'm trying to swap them round.
Yeah,
There's
give
a
me
full beer on the table.
give me
Sleight
a
of hand, yeah.
sleight of hand. Yeah, that's
23.
Jesus.
Kyle suddenly.
hang on. I need to make a perception check to beat it. Can I beat that?
That's a tough roll.
Actually, there's no way I can beat that, even with a 20.
No, you can nat 20.
Nat 20 would do it.
Yeah.
Still no. Technically, no.
Yeah, but a nat 20 is an incredible feat.
Yeah, nat 20 it's game breaking. You can.
Well, it depends on the DM because
Which is
a
just
nat 20 in
Jesse.
dealing damage is a critical hit. A nat 20 in most other things, it's up to the DM if it counts as being over and above or just counts as a regular number.
I think we've already
Jesse, it's
decided
up to
on
him.
the outcome of this.
I just roll. Try and get a 20.
I'll try and get a 20.
If you get a 20, I'll be happy.
Get a 20 year sock a sword in the face.
A 19. How close is that?
Oh man. Ow.
Wow. So with my modifier, I did get a 20.
With the modifier, but
Yeah.
you needed a natural. Still, you're too focused on the drunkard who knocked into you to notice that your beer got a little smaller. And Jed, I mean Soren, your beer is you have a nice fresh beer. Yeah.
Tasty.
It's a bitter red. Tasty. So I'm sorry.
It's
what
probably a
did you
bit
say?
warm.
Oh,
you pee
probably.
in it.
Yeah.
No, my own body temperature is hotter than most other creatures.
Oh.
Sleight
Yeah.
of hand roll the pee in his cup. No.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So what did you say to the drunkard when he smacked into you?
Sounds like
Said
a
an
bad
apology
joke.
would be nice.
Yeah, he should apologize. Judd is like, you can't do this again. To the gentleman, to the guy.
Right. So this guy causes trouble around the bar.
He's a regular. Sometime to excess.
Sorry, I'm waiting for somebody to engage him.
So once again,
okay. So
kind sir, I will ask for an apology.
He swirls around. By now he has a drink, and as he kind of turns quickly to, it splashes a little bit on you. For what?
Well, for bumping into me, of course, you jackass.
Well, you shouldn't have been sitting there.
That.
Good.
That's a highlight.
I like Kyle's character already. Yeah.
Maybe, and it's also, you should watch where you're going. I was sitting, not moving at all, and you bumped into me.
That's
very rude.
You know, I'm one of the town guards. I can have you arrested right now. You talk back to a guard?
I look at the
okay.
bar owner.
He's got his finger in your face too.
I look at the bar owner for an acknowledgement.
He just kind of hangs his head a little bit.
Can I try to sneak up?
Can
on
I
him
deduce if he is a guard or not from the bartender?
He's a guard. He's wearing the garb of the town. I mean, even if it's your first day in town, you know, you had to pass through the checkpoint.
Yeah, I would recognize the garb clothes and stuff.
Exactly, you could tell. If he's not a guard, it's like the type of thing where, you know, in southern U.S., the people who wear the army clothes to pretend they're a part of the army, he has the outfit. So either he's a guard or is very well pretending he's a guard.
Okay, if he wasn't a guard, he'd be dead.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
His finger is still in your face, wiggling around. What were you saying, Kevin? You asked a question. Sorry.
I wanted to. Can I try to? I want to sneak around the tavern, just kind of like to a darker spot, in case something does go down. Just because I can sense kind of there's tension in the bar.
All right. Give me a stealth roll.
Stealth roll. Okay. So I got a 2 with a modifier 5.
So 7 total?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah. I mean, as far as you know, you're sneaky.
Yeah.
So you're in a dark corner.
Is it to the extent where like it's as if you see Solid Snake going into the cardboard box?
It's kind of like you're hiding under a candle type thing. It's like I'm hiding under this candle. The shadows. Yeah.
You're in a corner. You slunk away, but that's
and in this corner, how far? If I were to try to do a running tackle, would I be within that range?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's not a large tavern, so pretty much you could cover the length in a turn.
All right. So in Apollo's mind, he's just like, all right. So if something goes down, I just want to be prepared.
You're prepared.
At that point, I stand up and I reach my hand out to shake the hand of the guard, and I say, "I'm sure my colleague here didn't mean to cause offence. My name is Professor Justin Sider, and I would like to just extend an apology to you. I'm sure there's no need for any kind of violence or any kind of misunderstanding.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
Is this persuasion or deceit?
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
I think it was both, Jordan.
It's both.
Yep.
You use whichever's higher, I guess.
They're both the same, and it was a natural 20.
Yeah, it was a nat 20.
He claps you on the back like, you know, like your best friend. He's like he kind of puts his arm around you. He points at you. See, this guy has some manners. You should learn a thing or two from this guy. Thank you, sir.
I try and hold his beer steady while it's swirling around.
You succeed. It's you know, it's awkward, but it's not splashing anyone anymore.
What's your name, buddy?
My name. What is my name?
He's too drunk to remember.
Yeah,
I'm like, do you want one of mine? I've got loads of them.
All these fake names for giving people.
You
Mind
gotta
you, there's
look
also
at
still,
All double entendres.
mind you, there's also still a full beer on the bar.
and one at the other table. There's just beers everywhere
Yeah.
that Kevin has kindly paid for. Very
And
nice.
they haven't drunk.
It's like he's setting up some kind of elaborate plot. They've all got different drugs in them.
He pulls out a
Yep.
ping pong ball and it bounces off the bar. And into
Turns
one
out
of
I have a whole brewing kit in my bag.
My name's Jeffrey. Who are you?
Professor
Yeah.
Justin Cider.
Nice to meet you, Justin.
It's my pleasure.
You guys have a good day. And he
You
turns
too.
back around to it.
You too. And I pat him on the back quite heftily.
He kind of stumbles forward, but you know,
And
rights
I
himself
turn
and
around.
oh, he does it. He thinks he, you know, he didn't even feel you pushing him. He just thought he stumbled.
I sit back down and I look at Kyle's character and say, "What a dick."
I
Him.
agree.
Let-
I
And then he tells him to
Yeah.
pull his pants back up.
yeah.
Apollo runs up to sit next to Soren. He's like, "Yeah, I know he's a dick, right?"
The odd guy who's just a man comes running and sits down next to you, Soren.
I just carry on looking at Kyle's character. You seem a bit distant.
Yeah, I mean, I get that a lot.
Okay, cool.
I mean, most people kind of tend to stay away from me. I'm not that much of a people person.
Well, I'm not most people. I'm just a guy.
Yeah, that's
Cheers
my
to
line.
that. I hold up my mug to
That's Kevin's moniker.
to
I'm
cheers.
like, oh, getting empty. Do you want another one?
At this point, Kevin doesn't have a beer. Apollo doesn't have a beer.
Okay.
There is still that empty one, or that one that's on the
There's-
table.
They're all over the place. Take your pick,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Apollo just runs over to
I-
the bar to get another
Yeah,
beer, and
yeah.
then
I look at Kyle and like, "Do you want another one?" And when he says yes, I send Apollo to the bar. And then I
like-
say, "Yes, I'm a professor."
it's like, "Do you want an IPA or you good?" All right.
Whatever.
Oh, they only got mead. You cool with that?
That'll
All right,
do.
cool.
And then I look around and say, "There isn't many rangers in here." Just from what
Yeah,
know.
I mean, minus backstory, my character's done.
Awesome.
Nice.
I walk back over. It's like, it's weird how there aren't many professors in here, huh?
He's
I don't
only
think they like
said
to- I don't think they
mean-
like to hang out with the riffraff. And I just kind of look him up and down.
he's only said I'm Professor blah 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 about 5 times.
Mhm.
It's like,
I mean, I agree with I agree with the professor. I wouldn't really find too many of them in this bar.
I'm only here because I was staying with a family down the road, Margaret.
They
and
didn't know I
James.
was there.
And I think James was trying to come onto me. I think he was looking through my my underwear drawer. I think he might have stolen my lucky wife runs. And I think Margaret thought I was trying to hit on him. It's a bit weird.
That does sound weird. I would definitely leave as well if I were you.
Well, you know, I
Or
thought I'd come
if I
and,
was in your shoes, I would leave.
yeah, I thought I'd come and get a room here, but you know, it's a bit low class, but it will do.
at that, Judd the Great kind of looks up, eyes you down, goes back to cleaning a
I
glass.
look him up and say, "I saw that first room."
Apollo's just like, "John, I love you here. Don't worry, you're great. You're great." Oh man, he's turning into my other character.
He is. He's turning into Tae Huang.
Yeah, but
The overexcited hyper
monk.
monk.
I look at
You'll be
Kyle
fine.
and say, what's your name? And where do you come from?
Where do you come from? Where do you go?
You can call me Uki.
Do I have to?
Well, unless you can.
That's
Continue.
the kind of name I would give. That's the kind of name I would give to a cat, and I turn around and look at the door.
Well, I mean, it's short for Ukiahara. Unless you want to continually say that name, Uki is just fine.
You don't want to say Ukiyohara?
Yeah.
I call you ukulele.
Just pretend.
No.
Just pretend he's Irish.
Oh,
Ukiyohara.
Uki,
Right.
it's a pleasure to meet you.
All right.
And I turn to look at Apollo, and then turn back.
Okay.
So Jordan,
Yo.
any thoughts on backstory or anything? Do you want to tell us about your?
I mean, in terms of how my character is, so I realized while I was doing this that Tabazi have stupid names. In fact, I probably still have the page open. I will. Yeah, I'll go ahead and
Is
read
one
you.
of them Justin Insider or Dick Pound?
I wish they were that simple, but no. So here's one of their first names: Cloud on the Mountaintop.
Okay.
Here's another one.
Yep.
Yeah, here's another one. 5 Timber.
I'm just going to borrow Plowed on the mountaintop. Hold on.
Not Cloud.
Add
Cloud.
I'm just going to add Plowed
Oh,
on
The
the.
mountain.
But yeah, the ones they give are Cloud on the Mountaintop, 5 Timber, Jade Shoe, Left-Handed Hummingbird,
There's another one
7
for Scott.
Thunderclap.
Tiddles.
So those are first names. Then the
Yeah,
last
Fluffy.
clan names are Bright Cliffs, Distant Rain, Mountain Tree, Rumbling River, and Snoring Mountain. So the first names have to
And
generally do with like astrology and crap, and then some other unnecessary bull crap. And the surname generally has to do with geological and geography type locations. So
Or
my
you just-
character's name
yeah.
is One Earth Fallen Tree.
One.
Oh
Can I just call
wow.
you Juan?
People
One Earth,
call me Earth, but
One.
one love.
One
I'm
Earth
gonna
Fallen.
I'm gonna call you Terra.
okay.
Terra Firma.
For Uma
Well,
Thurman.
None of you know him yet.
No.
So
Okay.
No.
Never mind. I'm saying this.
But yeah, my character, I mean, the background's a hermit. He just lives off on his own and basically trying to avoid I mean, I guess I kind of got an idea of where the backstory is going to go, but for his own reasons right now, he's been hiding off and yeah. So his
what-
character basically doesn't like to share much information. What is it, Scott?
Nothing. If only we had one of those characters already.
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, I already had that part down. Been isolated for so long that I rarely speak, preferring gestures and occasional grunts. So, yeah,
You'll be a great match to follow.
Never
Oh,
likes
yeah.
to sit. No.
Yep.
likes to lean against walls.
Sits looking out of the window.
Yeah,
Has a fetish for professors.
I mean, I'm a ranger, so I'm doing the trope.
Brooding Ranger
Mhm.
Yeah.
that he did
so you're
last.
Batman.
He is the.
Or he's
He's
Green
more
Arrow.
like Catman.
My last character wasn't necessary. I mean, it was brooding, but not brooding in the same regard.
Since no cat has walked into the door, I turn round and carry on drinking.
Well,
so,
my
yeah,
question was, what are you doing in town? How,
well,
what
I'm a
gets you to
cat
the bar?
person, and I heard there was hawk in this name, so I thought there'd be birds I could eat.
There,
I can see that.
there's a good pigeon population. Yeah.
No,
You'll go to the university as well.
It's like turns out the bird population has been extinct there for 3 years.
I've just kind of been moving from place to place recently, and this is just the next area. Just happened to be here.
Okay.
Nothing. And I didn't like pick I'm gonna go to this tavern. I just kind of went by. I saw there was one, and just
And right
kind of
in.
decided to that was the one. Kind of sit back, lay low, kind of listen to gossip, see what's going on, and then make my way out into the next area.
whilst he's wandering around outside, I look at Apollo. I keep wanting to call him Orlando. I look at Apollo. And
My friends call me Apple. So
ask if he wants a game of dice.
Sure.
You have that as your specialty, don't you? So you want to make sure you get to use it.
I have a set of weighted dice. Buy-ins 2 gold.
Of course he does.
Can I make an investigation roll to see if he's a fair dice?
You
No.
could if he handed you the dice when it's done. You
He's already done
can.
that?
He hasn't handed you the dice. You haven't paid 2
Okay.
gold. Not that I'm
Oh.
aware of. Did you hand him the dice?
No,
No.
yeah. I put 2 gold down on the table though.
Okay.
You can roll a. What is it? I gotta look. It would be
Can I
Insight,
can I
I would
ask him?
imagine.
insight. Yes, that's the one I was looking for. You can roll an insight to see if you think he's being genuine.
Okay, insight.
Do I need to make a deception check? Is that what I need to do?
Yeah, you would have to if he is rolling insight. You
All right, so I don't have any modifiers for insight, but
Okay.
I rolled
Straight roll.
16.
Ooh, I rolled a
25. No.
a 16.
Yeah.
So do we trick each other?
And turns out you were looking at my crotch all the time. That's not where I've got the dice.
Oh, my professor.
That wins. That's just gonna be the phrase of the my
It's like the new Hello Nurse.
Right.
You can tell there's something fishy about this dice game, but you cannot tell what it is.
A cat walks in.
After your 20 minutes of talking to this man, you realize there's probably something up.
If I do a sleight of hand roll, can I influence the way I throw these dice?
I don't believe so. Scott,
Like as opposed to just throwing it to be a random chance. There's like
the
you
thing
can
is,
spin the dice to be a certain like.
but they're weighted. So how weighted dice works is they're
That's
supposed
true.
to fall.
So
at
the
a
way
certain
the game works is I choose a number and I roll the dice, and if it hits that number, I win. If it hits
See-
any other number, you win.
Now-
you can obviously tell I don't gamble.
If you have your own set of dice, you could sleight of hand your dice into the roll.
What
you
if
would
it's the
have
same
to-
number.
He just looks down like, "That's 2 gold pieces. That's not my dice."
Yeah.
Do you have a dice set in your inventory?
No, but I have 2 short swords I'd like to introduce him to.
Roll some initiative. No, I mean
Nah.
that's up to you. PvP.
That or one really, really good deceit check.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yep, that looks like my
I was like,
dice.
I have a forgery kit, so like maybe I could like change the dots on the die. No, I guess
You'd
I'll just.
have to really, really distract Jet. I mean,
Sorry,
Sora.
did you get the did you take the criminal path as well?
I took the spy path.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that one of that's the subclass of the criminal background.
Which
It's-
also
my
comes
actions are
with a
leg-
set of-
my actions are
a set of
legitimized,
weighted
yeah.
dice.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
comes with weighted dice.
Or
I
I
don't know
cards.
if-
wait,
I
is
don't
that
think
in the
spy
is that in the
does.
burglar pack?
It probably is.
I think it's in the criminal pack, whatever
Well,
that is.
I didn't write it down, so I don't have it. I guess
I
I'll put down 2 gold. Just
No.
I figure just it's for fun. So
Yeah.
He
it
already
is.
bought like 20 people drinks. Why not?
Yeah. Why not blow all your gold on the first?
I have like
day.
100 gold. I'm good.
I say that the dice are going to roll a 7,
All right.
Scott?
and then
Scott,
do
give
I-
me a sleight of hand. It does take skill to use a weighted set of dice. Make it look real.
10.
There is an odd little click when you roll it, but it kind of gets lost in the roll. It comes up 7.
Okay.
Oh, unlucky. And I grabbed the 2 gold, put it in my another hand.
No.
Okay.
Door opens and in walks a cat person.
Hey, is that cat you were talking about?
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about cat.
Okay.
Jordan, do you want? I mean, you've heard the description of the place. You know, there's
Yeah,
one.
no, I go to kind of an isolated table. Like I said, I'm mainly here. I'm just gonna listen to gossip and stuff going on.
You sit down and there's already a beer in front. It's full.
and a room key.
And a room key. Yeah, that's right. And a room key.
Yeah.
Right next
I
to
like to
it.
see if there's a note saying to meet him at a certain time.
There's
No,
just
we-
a piece of yarn heading up
Yeah.
the stairs.
Yeah.
Sadly,
My
didn't get that
character's
far.
Getting kind of like slightly paranoid almost.
Okay.
Not sure this is like a...
I walk over, sit down, say, "I've been expecting you."
I reach over for one of my short swords. I don't like pull it, but I just kind of put my hand on the hilt, and I just kind of glance over and I just let him, continue talking.
I said, "There's no need for that. I am Professor Mike Wiener.
Professor.
It's nice to meet you." And I reach out a hand.
I kind of look at it for a second and I reach out and grab it. Pleasure, Wiener.
The pleasure's all mine.
Oh,
Oh, full of Freudian slips today.
Yeah, Freudian.
Right.
So what brings you to town? Don't get many of rangers around here.
yeah, I didn't know we were gonna go. I'm a traveler.
Is there something wrong with your throat?
Yeah. Yeah, here's ball.
I push the beer towards him.
Look at his balls. It's about to start before he walks back over.
You're like
Laying halfway up, and he's like, "Ah, dang."
tongue
Is
half
the,
extended.
Is the
End of the world.
leaflet still on the table that Kyle walked in with?
No, I took it with me when I moved to the other table.
Can I
Okay.
do a can I do a sneak onto
Kevin,
Kyle?
shut up.
to get the poster
Do what?
to get the poster from Kyle.
Don't you? I believe you already have a copy of it. You can steal
Wait, I have a
Kyle's if you
copy?
want,
Okay.
but You got from the dwarf and the elf. Remember?
Can I still steal it from Kyle?
You can try. You definitely can.
I mean,
try.
I'm looking at it, so
Pretty much, you're gonna have to. Yeah.
It's going to be a difficult one.
I love the
Yeah.
idea of him just holding it and it's just not there. He's like,
give me a sleight of hand roll.
On second thought, Apollo's like, he already doesn't like me. It's probably not a good idea to steal something that's right in front of him.
Not only right in front of
That
him,
he's
but
literally
he's,
holding.
like
Looking
at, reading, staring.
So, I guess I walk over to Soren.
As he walks over, I'm explaining to the cat person. I was staying in a house with Edwina and John, and I'm
Edwina?
sure that Edwina was looking through my underwear drawer.
Shame.
I think she stole my pants.
British pants.
John kept
yeah.
giving me the eye. It's a bit weird. Anyway,
No.
what brings you? Oh, hello again. This is Apollo. Watch out. for
Hi.
him.
Wait, more.
It's about
So-
right.
So Apollo's social anxiety is about to kick in. So,
Oh no.
Are you imposing a will save
And-
on yourself?
And he's allergic to cats.
He likes to write characters with social anxiety.
because they're
Then
He
mean.
really
just wants
does.
to play.
So I slap the poster down on the table, and I pose a question to Soren and this new.
I pull out my sword and immediately start stabbing it.
What Jordan? What was your character's name again?
You
You
I've
don't know
never
it.
asked him.
Oh
Yeah.
You don't know. He's a random cat person that came
Yeah,
in
Okay.
2 minutes ago.
So I'm more directing this to Soren because I don't think I've asked him yet. And kind of indirectly towards this new character just to see if they'd be
Who
open to the
disappeared?
idea.
Magic.
Oh, whoa. So I'm Soren. Do you want to go on an
Flying.
adventure? Oh wait, no, I did ask him. Do you want to go on an adventure again?
I pull the poster out from under his hand and read it. What does
This
it
is
say?
what I meant by adventure, by the way, the last time.
What
I
does
know
it-
there was no context. to what I said.
It's a standard poster. It says Hog's Face Tavern. Brightest. You guys apply within.
Um,
I'm looking for a crew. I'm looking.
I still kind of ignore him. I call over whatever the great
Judd?
Judd the Great.
Yeah, he comes over. What can I do for you?
What can you tell us about this?
Mind you, Apollo's still kind of behind Soren, like explaining the rules and stuff.
I start trying to
still
stand up to make my way out.
Okay.
And make it good. He's leaving.
We've been having some issues. We're looking for a group of adventurers, but it's mighty dangerous. We've sent in 2 crews already and haven't heard a word.
And my kitty cat ears perk up, and I kind of start listening.
What's the reward? A saucer of milk.
All the milk you could drink. Loads of cat. No. There's a
tons of nips.
Substantial reward. Yep. We do good business here.
What are we talking about? What's causing the trouble?
Well,
guys with social anxiety.
Apparently.
It's our basement. Something's down there, man. Every time I used to have a partner here. He used to help me out. Every time I'd send him down, though, he came back kind of scared, kind of spooked, and
a partner
in the business. He half owned the place.
The business.
Yes, the Hog's Face Tavern.
Anal.
Oh, we're currently in.
Okay, cool.
And then
did he die down there?
One day he just never came back. I don't know if he's dead. I'm not going down there. That's what the adventurer.
What did your gut say?
I doubt he's still around. But hey, more money for me, right? Still.
Where is it in the basement?
I mean, it's where we kept our extra ale. We got to keep it back now, but that's all I know. I haven't gone down there, and anyone I sent down there.
So this is happening in the basement of that tavern.
Right downstairs.
Okay.
Do you hear any noises?
As you look over, you notice a door that's obviously to the back or to somewhere else that's barred, locked with chains. No noises, nothing. It's silent down there. Just don't want to go down there.
I interject and ask him, how many days has it been since someone went down there?
Been about a week since the last one.
And that was the last. What was the last time you heard any noise coming down from there?
I haven't heard noise coming from down there. You got to go outside the building, around back. There's a entrance down there. You don't.
Oh, it's like a storm cellar.
Yeah.
Okay. So I look over to Soren and be like, "Sounds like a serious problem." Like,
I'm a professor.
In my professional opinion.
And I'm a rogue. What's your point?
Well, I'm not really an adventurer.
You know magic, right? Most professors seem to know magic for some reason.
I just glare at him a little bit.
So that means you do have magic, right?
Because something's magically making me attracted to you, and they make out.
Why don't we
I slide my actual room key on the table.
Why don't we take this to the next level?
I turn around and I say, "Look, I'm a professor. If you can find someone else to come along on this adventure with us, I will." And there's 4 of us. I will. And one of them's a cat.
And at 1.5.
Paul's
someone else wants to join.
Paul's like, "Well, great. I've been here for 4 hours, and you're the first person I recruited."
Whoa! You haven't recruited me. I just assumed you needed a leader.
I am the leader.
What?
I asked Judge first.
I'm out.
Wait, don't go. Okay, we can be co-leaders.
I'm a professor. What do you do?
I kill people for a living.
Well, then I'm the thinker, clearly.
Yeah, but you don't have the street smarts.
I was born on the streets, Apollo.
I'm still on the
creed? If you can round up some more people, then I'll do it for a storytelling class.
All right, I know the ultimate way of recruiting people. Watch this.
Is there a professor?
Worked last time.
I'm still a professor.
I walk over to Kyle. Sorry, I can't remember how to pronounce your character's name?
Ukulele.
Uki.
Uki.
Yeah, Uki.
Cookie cookie.
Walk over to him.
I only remember because God, it's gonna sound bad to say, but there was my mom worked with somebody and their son's name was Lucas, and he had a really really bad speech impediment, so he called himself Uki. He go, I'm Uki, and I just always remember that.
That's not.
There you go.
You started it off bad, saying it was bad, and that's not. There's nothing bad about that story.
But it's gonna just sound like that's how I don't know. Just thinking of that's how I think of the person. That's just how I remember the name, as opposed to I don't think of him as the kid with the speech impediment.
So
I wasn't until you said that.
No, but that's why in my mind I was like, this could sound bad.
Yeah, and probably once we start up next week, we'll have our names in Roll20.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, and we'll have actual,
Speech impediments.
Yeah.
actual characters on the board, things like that. Well, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I walk over to Uki.
Yep.
And how full is this beer?
Are you gonna steal it?
Well, have you been drinking it much since Soren? I keep wanting to call you Jed since Soren switched him because he did
What are you
switch him.
trying to say?
Not a damn thing.
Is it close to empty or?
It's empty.
All right.
It's empty.
So I walk over to where Jordan's character was, grab that beer, walk back, be like, "Hey, here's a free beer."
That occurs.
All right.
I look at Jordan's character and I say, "Do you want a beer?"
No, thank you.
Apollo, one beer, please, Apollo. I don't look at him. I just hold my hand up and shout one beer.
I'm
Apollo,
not the bartender, man.
One beer, Apollo. Thanks.
All right. So you go back to the bar, grab the beer for Jordan's character, and then walk back to Uki.
Another beer, Apollo.
That happens again. So I finally
You're down like 5 gold net now.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not more, he's probably down like 10 by now.
Yeah. I think I'm at like 87.
It's all on his tab, really.
Wait, how do you have
don't
so
wanna
much
see
gold?
Because thief roll 10 D5 or D4.
Oh, did you include that with the equipment or?
Yeah. That's what it said to do for on the.
That's all right. I'll have most of that by the day's done. It's fine.
I was gonna say I started out with freaking 5 gold.
Yeah, it's supposed to be one or the other, but no worries.
It is for me. I've got 5 gold.
So I guess like after 20 minutes of this happening, trying to get beer for. So I guess Soren's table just has like a round of like 8 beers.
And so do all of the tables next to it.
Yeah.
Pretty much every table in the bar now has beer at least.
So I walk over to Uki, and I'm the only person in the bar without a beer.
Okay.
So like I just asked him directly, like, "Hey man, like, I'm trying to get a crew together. You seem like you're capable of like keeping it together. Like, you seem like a capable fighter. Just
That I
asking you,
am.
like, if we split the treasure, would you be interested in joining our party?"
Well, I mean, that is why I came to this bar, is I saw this flyer that they were looking for the hire
Alright,
people.
so are you in?
Yeah.
All right, it's nice to have you on the team. I grab him by the arm, and start running towards Soren and be like, "Hey, I got a recruit."
Kyle, is that what happens, or is there going to be a strength contest
yeah,
or
roll
anything?
strength. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to roll a strength
All right.
roll, both of you.
Hopefully I get high.
As
Nice.
he turns around and says, "Soren, I've got a recruit." I turn around to watch.
No,
I got a nat 20.
I got a 3.
He's an unmovable force. You grab his arm, and it's like trying to move a boulder.
Well, I mean,
So I'm just yelling at Soren, like, "Soren, I got one."
Yeah, looks like it.
I'm walking over slowly.
I'm like getting dragged behind you.
No, you bolted off, and I just walk
okay.
slowly.
I look at the Catman and say,
Catman.
What are you thinking? Are you in?
No thanks.
No, why not? Got something better to do?
Nope.
Got something worse to do?
Probably.
Scared of the dark?
Nope. See just fine in it.
Scared of the light?
No.
Okay. Suit yourself. If you don't say yes, he's going to come and talk to you.
Who's he?
Just let Apollo come walking
I
up.
keep quiet. Yeah, I don't say a word.
At that moment, Apollo's like, "Sword, you got one?"
I told you to get the group together.
It looks like you're talking to a dude.
Nice to meet you, Ookie the Dookie.
Yeah, Professor.
I just nod.
Professor.
Dookie. Dookie.
I don't know what to do.
Well, you've only got
Obviously, my
I gotta stay in
9
character, Kevin. My character wouldn't just be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go."
Yeah.
It's
slip
just
up- I
slip-
for using the cliche, you start in a tavern.
How about?
I
That's
slip
how I
him
roll.
5 gold under the table. They're like, "Now."
No, nobody knows where it is.
Yeah.
You are? Okay, sleight of hand.
Under the to him.
I think he's passing 5 gold.
Yeah, I was passing it to him.
Yeah, but you are you trying to hide it from the other group
No.
members or
I think it's more just to make it look like it's a bribe.
okay? No,
Is that to me then?
I was trying to make a stupid joke,
Oh, okay.
but I do want to slide him the 5.
Can I do a perception to see if this is happening?
he's not hiding it. You see it.
Okay.
It's in plain view.
I
Yeah, man,
say to the cat, how about before you take his money, we set him a little challenge, see if he's capable.
Consider this: the coins are chocolate.
I point at the man over at the bar, the drunk man, and I say, how about if he's a rogue? How about if he steals his gold pouch? You say yes.
I'm interested. Mainly because I want to see him get punched, but sure,
Both
let's
the
make
win.
a game of it.
All right, just gonna.
I could
preemptively
use a
check.
reward. If not, I'll get to see a man get knocked out.
So would that be sleight of hand or stealth?
Yes.
what are
Yeah.
you doing?
That is a yes.
Are you sneaking up to him?
Well, I want to try to sneak up to him and then pickpocket him.
Yeah, that'd be stealth and then sleight of hand.
Before you go,
So I gotta
before you
do
go,
2
Apollo,
rolls?
Before you go, Apollo, his
Okay.
money's in his back pocket.
Okay, can I make a perception check to see if he's bullshitting me?
You could either make a perception check to look to see if you could see the gold there, or you can do a insight to see if he's
Isn't it
lying.
Wisdom versus deceit.
Well, either way, they're both 0, so I'm just gonna try to see if he's bullshitting me and confront him about it.
Okay, so
Uh,
roll Jed, is that deceit? Or,
17.
Stop calling me Jed.
sorry.
I got 17.
I got a 24.
Stop rolling higher than me.
He's definitely in his back
He's-
pocket. I heard it as he came in.
He's
Alright, so
telling
am
the
I-
truth.
Am I sufficiently convinced that he's telling the truth?
You completely. You.
Regardless, the fact you see a giant bag on the man's pocket with gold.
Yeah.
Well, it could be
Apollo.
anything.
Apollo, I'm a professor.
Okay.
He's like holding it in his hands, like, huh?
it has the classic dollar
Dollar
sign.
sign. Says all my gold.
It just says gold. Yeah.
All right. Let me do my fucking.
All right,
sneak.
so what are you doing? You said you're sneaking up behind him. You're
I
just
want to get one of the crates that they use for like fruit and stuff. Put that over my body like Solid Snake.
um.
And sneak up to him.
Well, they
I forgot you like to do the
really,
Scott thing of overcomplicating things.
They,
Yeah.
they don't really have any fruit crates out in the front bar area. You
I'll
could.
tell-
I mean,
They're all in the basement.
Yeah.
There we go.
Because I don't see any crates in the tavern. Do I see any curtains?
sure. There could be curtains on the
Can I do
on one of them.
Can I do a stealth roll to see if I can pull the curtains off without anyone noticing?
Yes, you can.
Yes,
Yes, you can.
Crap. It's like all the supports just collapse on you.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a natural 1.
Yes.
You pull, and you're looking around, and no one's really looking at you.
You hang yourself.
You try and pull it quickly, and you know, at first tug, that's in there pretty strong. So you tug again harder.
That's how I am at first. Oh.
And when you do that, the entire fixture and everything that it's attached comes clanging down. When that happens, part of it swings and breaks the window that was right there. Everybody sees it. Everybody
No one
turns.
looks. Yeah.
Can I do a sneak roll to jump through the window without anyone to see?
I will be right back.
Everybody's staring at you.
Am I under the
Cannot
curtains?
do a sneak.
Can they see me physically, or am I under the curtains?
No, you like pulled it down like this, so like it's
I'm
in your
exposed.
hands, but you're like.
Is there anybody next to me, like in terms of like tavern goers?
Not really. You're kind of near the table with the 2 people. They were talking quietly to each other. They're now looking at you.
What do I have?
What do you have?
Yep.
Serious issue.
I have common clothes. I have a forgery kit. I have a burglar's pack and a disguise kit. Can I disguise myself?
While everybody's staring at you?
Yes.
No. Well, no. I take that back. You can.
Yeah.
But everybody in the bar will know that it's you. That it's you.
Yeah.
What
A
if
disguise
I were
kit
to,
takes like
what if I were
10
to put
to
the
an
disguise
hour.
kit in such a way that it looks like I'm pulling a disguise off while I'm
What if
actually...
you crawled under the curtain and it looked like someone else popped out the other side?
Could I do that? Could that be performance?
You'd have to be under there a long time.
What if I turn this into a performance? What if I do that?
So what you're trying to do is basically put the curtain up and come down a different person?
No, okay, so what I want to do, I want to make it a performance. Make it seem like I wanted to do that.
He's trying to do a magic trick.
Oh, like with the curtain, you wanted the curtain to look like it was on purpose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Roll a performance?
Why
Mr.
did I say
Wiener,
performance?
this might have
It's
been the
-1.
greatest deal I've ever made.
I got a 12, so that's 11 with my modifier.
I look back at the cat and say, I think it's only going to get better.
For like the first time in like the past 10 years, my character lets his guard down and rotates all the way around to just fully enjoy the spectacle.
So you got a 12 total, you said?
11 total.
Oh, wow.
That changes.
All right, so you kind of give it a couple little flourishes. So the table that's kind of closest to you kind of look at each other confused because you're like a ta-da big loudly, and they kind of look at each other and a couple claps and then go back to talking to each other. Everyone goes back to what they were doing.
I walk over to Judd. Be like, I know you're angry, and
you broke my window. You know you're paying for that, right? It's already on your tab.
How much is my tab?
Do you want to know now?
A little bit.
Pulls out a paper.
We're about to have even money.
rolling the paper. It's still going. Still going. Still going.
Yep, even money.
You're looking at a couple hundred gold right now.
After 87 drinks in a broken window.
Yeah, I'd say that's a couple hundred.
Good thing you're about to rob somebody.
Right? All right. How about I make you a deal?
If I can rob this guy.
You see that guy over there? He's not looking. He has that big dollar sign.
Dollar store bag. Yeah.
Dollar sign bag on his back.
I see a gentleman at the bar. I don't see any
$5
dollars on him.
Give me 5 minutes.
But how is that a deal?
That's what Judd is wondering. How is that a deal?
I'll get you your money.
It's a tab. You can pay when you leave at the end. I know you'll get me my money. Your money.
All right. What I need you to do right now,
Where's the deal? I'm waiting for the deal.
I'll pay you all the money.
Good deal. I like that deal. Thank you.
All I need from you, Judd, is to turn around for the next 5 minutes
Whoa.
and not look into the tavern.
His
And pull your
eyes
pants.
kind of flutter towards the giant battle axe on the wall next to him. It's like, that's not gonna happen.
Do I have persuasion?
Do you?
You can always try.
Hopefully.
Oh, I have -1 persuasion. Can I convince him to pray with a religion status?
What?
What?
I'm curious to hear where his thought is on this one.
Yeah,
Same.
no, explain.
I'll just be stupid.
Oh.
All right. He just has a high religion score and wanted to use it.
Yeah.
I have +1 religion.
Is that your
That's
highest
not
stat?
high.
No, my high stats, I have 3 5s in sleight of hand, stealth, and acrobatics.
There you go. I don't know why you didn't just walk up and sleight of hand him, but
Yeah.
Alright.
it's a fun show. So
It really is.
Because I'm trying to think of like the most craziest situation I can get myself in.
you're
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's
Doing
going to
a
happen
good
when we go to
job.
the basement.
How about this? If I can get that crew and vanquish whatever's down in the basement, you can take whatever share I get and use it to pay for the window.
okay. That was probably gonna happen anyway.
All right.
You're paying for that window.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
So I finished talking to Judd. Has Judd like walked to another customer at this point?
He's just still kind of standing there. I mean, there's no one really at the bar asking for drinks or anything. It's just kind of he's standing there.
What I'm asking is he preoccupied with like something like cleaning or something right now at this point?
Yeah, he's not necessarily paying attention to you. He kind of shut off contact with you after saying,
All right,
pay for that window.
from the bar stool, how far am I from that man with the fat stacks?
Oh, no.
While this is happening, I look at the cat and say, I think we need a different rogue.
Probably about 15, 20 feet.
All right.
I think I overheard him saying he was going to lead your party.
I'm a professor.
Where's Gilligan?
Has he
Marianne?
done-
I'm gonna try to make a stealth roll to sneak up on him.
Okay.
13
He's finally
plus
getting back to
5,
the job at
18.
hand.
18?
So 18, yeah.
You're quiet.
So no one else sees me, aside from the people who know what's going on, right?
I just saw you tear down a window and go.
Yeah.
And now they just don't know me.
As far as you know, no one can really see you. The people watching you can see you, but
Okay, but nobody who doesn't know about what I'm doing.
the gentleman in question does not see you as far as you
Okay,
know.
so now I gotta make a stealth sleight of hand.
You would have to, yes.
15 plus 5, so
Um,
20.
DM, while
Yes.
he's doing his sleight of hand check, can
Yes.
I cast Hershey's Square, please?
What did you cast?
Who are you
Yes.
casting that on?
The man at the bar.
Wait, don't...
Yeah,
The guard captain?
yeah.
Okay, so what was your sleight of hand roll?
15 plus a 5 modifier. So 20.
All right, so when do you cast it?
As he's reaching down to
Oh, you.
secure the goods.
So like, how in depth is he?
He's
Like
literally
mid-reach.
just reaching the back pocket.
I'm
Okay,
like wrist length in.
Yeah,
Ah.
his hands are on the back pocket.
your hand starts sliding in his back pocket.
He does have to
As
make a Constitution save. This fella, DC 14.
that's a good point, actually.
So what spell are you using, Scott?
Hershey's Hershey's Squirt. This one's called.
I've never. Oh, you roll. Okay, yeah. I've never heard of the spell. So
What's the save?
Are you gonna make this guy poop himself?
I think he is.
Scott, what's the save?
DC 14 Wisdom.
Okay, so you're reaching in. As you reach into the pocket, suddenly it's a little warmer than you expected. Just slightly. There's no gold. At least not in the pocket.
I didn't check first to see which pocket I was going into.
You did not check anything. You reached for his back pocket. There's no gold.
At least in that pocket, there is another pocket.
Yeah.
Just a nice, warm sensation on your hand. You don't.
Is there anything physically on my hand right now?
It feels slightly damp, like the gentleman had something wet in his pocket or something.
Can I roll a stealth roll to see if the guy notices my hand in his back pocket?
Or the fact that he pooed himself.
Yeah. I would probably roll stealth to get away, if anything.
I want that gold.
He's still drinking his drink, enjoying himself.
I look at Scott's character. You are a professor.
Give me a.
Yep, I agree as well.
Give me a perception check, Kev.
He has disadvantage against. So this spell.
Oh god damn it!
Gives this spell gives the person disadvantage on their next attack.
Oh wait, no, I didn't finish.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that would probably be disadvantage on their next.
Yeah.
It didn't finish rolling. I got a 9.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is that what are your bonuses?
9 plus 5 or
for perception?
Yes.
0.
9. Something's starting to smell off, but you're just could be something being burnt in the kitchen. Could be anything really.
So I don't know that he shit his pants.
You have no clue, and you know what? He has no clue that he shit himself.
Okay. So as
your hand just suddenly got warm and a bit squishy.
So for the record, your hand was in his pocket, and he shit himself. So it hasn't touched the actual poop. Just a little bit of the poop juice might have gotten on your hand that seeped through the pocket.
He also had a hole in it. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna try to sleight of hand, put my other hand in his pocket while I try to pull my other hand out of his pocket.
Are you? Wait, the same? Wait, what?
Yeah, I think he's trying to do the Indiana Jones thing, but with his hands.
Yep.
Is that what?
No, I'm trying to get the other pocket.
Oh.
Okay, so you're trying to give him a reach around while squeezing his body.
Yep.
I put I put one hand in as I try to pull the other one out.
Yeah, okay.
All right, light a hand.
All right. 3 plus 5 so it's 8. I don't like that he's taking so long.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta roll and stuff.
Yep, Kevin, do you have the link for Roll20?
No. Yeah.
All right. We're all in here now, and you can roll on there.
I didn't realize you guys were in there.
Yeah.
You reach into the pocket and you feel something in the pocket. You know, it feels like a money bag.
All right.
As you're slowly, trying to take it out of the pocket, there's a hand on your wrist.
Holy crap! He had a hand in his pocket.
A little bit quicker than you would imagine for a drunk person.
Okay.
But it is his hand, and he shouts, "What do you think you're doing?"
You're just so attractive.
Let me think about the stupidest way I could get out of this situation.
Is that what you say to him?
No. This is in my head.
That's probably up there.
Probably, yeah.
I want to make a religion check and try to convince him to join Mormonism. No.
What?
The only thing right now. Go ahead.
Let me try a persuasion check and say I saw him shit his pants and I was trying to help him clean up.
Okay.
I think it's a deceit check.
Roll.
Yeah,
check.
pretty sure that's deceit.
Deceit. All right, that works better for me because I get +1 from that.
He did see him shit his pants. No, that's deceit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the seats that he tried to help.
17, 18. So 18.
18 to wipage.
He completely glosses over the fact that you're reaching into the front pocket to help him. I didn't shit myself. You shut the fuck up. And he throws your hand away from you.
Oh,
your other hand is up.
Wait. As he throws my hand out, can I make a sleight of hand check to see if I grab the money as he pulls my hand out?
Go for it.
Who crafted my pants?
I was gonna say that until he mentioned it.
So 13 plus 18.
13 plus 18?
Or 13 plus 5 is 18.
18. Okay. Yeah, you are able to pull out the pouch. Unfortunately, he's looking at you at the time, so he sees you pull the money out of his pouch.
Okay.
And you are now holding the gentleman's money with him staring at you, holding his money. And I think that's where we're gonna end it for today, guys.
Oh.
That is our nice little cliffhanger for this week.
Yeah, he's got a hanger on
Yep,
it.
sounds good.
I gotta say, not where I thought things were gonna go, but I'm
Nope.
happy with
You mean
what
you
happened.
didn't expect a guard to crap himself, Kevin to try and rob him after breaking a window, and
The pooping his pants I expected.
You didn't take into account that I'm the wild card in this game session.
he
You're
is.
not who I
Yep.
expected was gonna be the wild card in this game.
It's
will give
based
you
on
that.
the few conversation we had beforehand. That would not have what.
No, more based off of the rest of the group's previous
Okay,
previous
okay.
experience with them. I kind of expected other people to be wilder, but hey, I like it a lot.
Well, I mean, if
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a guard, I would have totally killed him.
I
was waiting for my chance to kill someone. Like, I was just
Hon-
like,
honestly, Kyle, I threw him in there as a combat for you to kill.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
you know,
Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah,
Nothing says he can't do it now. She's conflict's about to happen.
a bit.
cliffhanger. What's gonna
we're
happen?
at a cliffhanger now. Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably
Yeah.
start the next episode. The conflict will start, and then we'll kill him.
Yeah, probably.
Most likely.
Maybe he'll shit all over everyone, and then
I
it's
won't. Yeah, that's the only spell I've got.
a giant poop monster comes out of his ass, and you're fighting a poop golem. What fucking movie was that with the poop golem?
No idea.
No idea.
I know it was Conquers for Bad Fur Day. that had something like
Conquers
that.
Or the Great
Yeah.
Mighty Pooh.
All right. Well, thanks
game.
everybody for joining us. We'll be here next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you
Bad.
for. I don't know because it's from the '70s Batman cartoon.
Okay.
Join us
Yeah,
same bat
but-
time.
Yeah.
Why? Is my
I
more
don't-
than okay?
Why not?
Cat.
Exactly.
Cat that we still haven't found out the name of.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Pretty much. Who
We've
is-
gotten to know Paulo very well. More so than I expected.
You got to know Jed quite. I mean, sorry,
Yeah.
Jed.
Yep.
I thought you were
Exactly.
Mr. Wiener.
I am.
Mr.
I'm
Icy Wiener.
I'm also Dick Pound.
Keep
and
in
No.
mind, I'm only in
And
this situation
Justin
because of
Sider.
you.
Yeah, but you did introduce yourself to me as Wiener.
Mike Wiener, yeah.
Mike
I'm
Wiener,
only
yeah.
in this situation because Scott's dumb character was like, "Oh, you should do this."
And you believe him. It's great.
I mean,
You say you're only in this situation, but then you're like, I'm gonna go and try and do something with the freaking
The curtain.
I don't know what.
I did
Yeah,
that last playthrough, our last campaign.
last
too.
playthrough. He's
I
playing
mean, that
new
was the
games
thing.
for
I
us.
thought, great,
Yeah.
I can get him near his back pocket, and I can use this. And then he went walking in a different direction to do something. I don't know what that was.
That was the perfectly
Yeah.
timed natural one, I have to say.
Yeah.
Followed by
Definitely
two
was.
more natural.
Why did I
ones.
get like 4 natural ones
Yeah.
this game?
You pulled a Kirk.
Don't use
He
that
did.
app again.
Yeah.
No, next week we'll be on roll 20, so no problem. Thanks.
Those dice are weighted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jed, did you give him? I'm sorry, Soren, did you give him?
Check it
No.
out. Snake eyes.
Can I just also apologize to chat who are all leaving because of the poop juice?
Oh.
I mean, you're in for more of that if you stay tuned.
I just
Like,
say I apologize to him if they stayed that long.
I should apologize to Apollo. He has poop juice on his hands.
you don't
You
really
say poop juice, I want to
realize.
do like the ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da, yeah, like the end of the Goof Troop song.
Yeah.
Poop juice.
Yeah.
Okay, no more poop
all right.
juice until next week,
Yes, exactly. Well, thanks for joining me, guys.
where it will be affectionately known as Bumwee.
Bumwee. I like.
I like Bumwee. Did you just say?
Yeah, I did, but then I thought about it. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
He's only okay with Bumwee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the fence.
As long as it's on his chest.
Yes, or face, but I have to have saran wrap.
And a straw.
Goggles. Goggles and a snorkel.
Oh. All right, guys.
Right,
Well,
that's enough. That's enough.
thanks
Yeah.
to my fellow gamers, Jordan,
Hey.
True Friends Gaming, Kyle, also True Friends Gaming and Chibi Guy Plays, Scott Dog Gaming, Kevin from True Friends Gaming,
Hey.
Kala. We'll see you next week, but she'll be there too from
Club
Club
Games.
Brace yourself, Carla.
And our Dungeon Master, Jesse from Player 2 Insert Coin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me. And thanks for joining us out there. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Maybe. Possibly.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody.